If I told you the things I've seen on my ways, if I told you the things I've done in my days, you wouldn't believe me anyway. So it's best I just don't say. I've lived 1,000 lives, I've piloted 1,000 souls, I killed and fought and died just for a single role.
Hello, here we are. Yeah, this is
Hello and welcome.
hello. This is Idolon Academy, a masks actual play, and this is session 00, which means that we are doing character creation and world creation tonight. I am Kimi. I am going to be your game master, whatever is called in this game. Storyteller.
What's it called?
Comic book writer. I don't know. I'll come up with something.
Storyboarder.
Cool. Storyboarder. There we go. Wow. Director. All right.
Inker.
Inker. Yeah, there you go. Boss lady. There we go. And yes, these are my players. Why don't we go around? We've already chosen playbooks, although we haven't really fleshed out the characters. So why don't you introduce your actual persona, yourself, and what playbook you've chosen. Ready, go.
Hi, I'm Jason. I like role-playing games, and I'm playing the Nova.
Well done. That was
Nice.
smooth.
Perfect. Hi,
Nailed it.
I'm Aabria. I also like roleplay games. I'm playing the Joined along with the Nova.
Hi, I am Emily.
And it was muted.
I like role-playing games. What can I say? And I am playing the Janice because she's cute.
Hey.
Hi, I'm Tappy. Boy, howdy, do I like role-playing games.
So loud. Why are you that loud?
I think I was being quiet.
Yeah, no, you were projecting. Well done. I've adjusted the levels as needed.
Not on stage.
Oh my goodness.
And I am playing the newborn.
Yes. So I'm really excited because we have two playbooks in play for this game that I haven't ever played with before. So I've never played with the newborn and I've never played with the join before. So thank you guys for those. I'm excited about this. All right. Well, we're going to start with character creation. Why don't we go around real quick and why don't you read the little blurb that's at the top of your playbook that kind of explains what your character is all about. And if you have a name, you can go ahead and kind of introduce that. So why don't we start on this side of the table again.
All right. You're a font of power, like Times New Roman and not Arial. No, that's not what it says. Was I just fired?
Yep.
Like Comic Sans.
No. Channel it and you can remake the world into exactly what you want. Unleash it and you can do miracles. It's wonderful and terrifying. Lose control for even a second and other people get hurt.
That was really good.
And what's your character's name? Do you have a name yet?
His real name is Nate,
Okay.
and I think his hero name is Gem.
Okay.
G-E-M.
Okay. Like a gem.
Yeah, like a gemstone.
I'm sure it's not J-I-M.
Yeah, that's,
Jim.
that's what I heard. It's like, his your name is Jim. It's like, wow,
That's a hero name.
yeah. I guess you snap into a slim you, and you better look out.
That's funny.
Nice.
Nice. Okay. You'd be nothing without them. Your partner, your sibling, your friend, your rival, your other half. Mm-hmm. You're tied to their powers and to them through and through. The rest of the world only ever sees you two as halves of a whole, not as two separate people. And the two of you aren't sure if they're right. Yeah. So my character's, like, the normal name is Tendai, but she just goes by Ten. And my hero's name is I. and y'all will put it together in a second. It'll be very cute.
It'll be very cute.
Yep.
It's adorable. All right,
Just wait
Emily.
for it.
This is the Janice. Wake up, breakfast, school, work, homework, sleep, repeat. It burns you up being stuck in this life, unable to make a real difference. That is, until you put on the mask, and then you can become someone else, a hero. My real name is Katie Kidd. 2 D's, Y in Katie, please.
Okay.
And my hero name is the Clip Springer, after the world's greatest animal, the Clip Springer. Yeah. Look it up.
Nice.
Der Clipspringer.
Can I just say, I definitely wrote down Katie and was about to spell it with 2 D's and was like, oh my god, I'm just going to do full Mean Girls. Caddy! Your name is Caddy!
Yes.
Hi. You are a brand new being, created through scientific inquiry, feat of engineering, or random chance. This world is all new to you, full of wonder and adventure. It's not easy, though. Everyone has an opinion about who you are and what you should do. It's time to find out for yourself who you really are. My character's name is Steve Bungalow. I don't have a hero name yet. We'll figure that out.
Don't you?
You know? Because
You're a newborn.
I'm a newborn.
Yeah.
So, the name Bungalow came about because I was talking with Mac, like you do.
Like you do.
And I tried to think of the name DeMille and couldn't. So my brain went, well, it is a type of structure. A bungalow is a type of structure. Therefore, you can just slip that right in and nobody will notice.
Yeah.
So then I dead ass looked her in the face and said, I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. Bungalow.
That's close enough.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that my character would do.
Yeah. Well, plus, as,
Excellent problem solving.
yeah.
Yes.
And as a newborn who knows where you got your name, like, it's going to be very exciting finding that out.
I know.
Awesome. Great. So the next part on the front of the playbooks is your look. Feel free to use I'm sure you guys have all kind of pictured this already. Kind of use their guides or come up with your own. Feel free to add more stuff. And also your abilities. So read the directions for the abilities because it varies slightly between playbooks, how many you can choose. And in just a moment, we'll go through and share them.
All right.
Jason's giving me the look where you look up and you make eye contact to tell the teacher that you've already finished.
Fact.
I'm done. Please acknowledge that I'm already done.
Deck top.
Do you remember what my last name is? I forgot. And
Did
I don't
you
want
have one?
In real life?
I definitely have. I mean, both.
Yeah. It's like,
I definitely wrote it in some text back and forth. I can't find it.
Let's see if I can find it.
I was trying to avoid looking at my phone while on stream.
I don't remember.
I appreciate it.
knowing
Yeah. I'll figure it out later. It's unimportant now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I won't look at my phone either.
for this one, it's a little bit okay. There's a lot more looking at paperwork for the character creation one. So, all right. If someone's done and would like to go first, Emily's also giving me the eyes of I'm finished.
I'm doing my little I'm
Yeah,
ready dance.
I'm ready. Okay, Emily, go first.
Ready to turn in my paper. I forgot to mention,
How dare.
you can take or leave this since you are the other players, but I do think that people call me Clippy.
Okay.
Like the
Yeah,
paper clip.
I'm into that.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
And I'm very irritated by it, but Clip Springer's a lot to get out.
I'm sorry. I'm just sorry because I'm not gonna do it.
As somebody with a very long last name, I can appreciate that.
Yeah.
Also, that I first hated people calling me when I was in high school. Just fucking hated it.
Yeah.
Anyway, Katie is a woman. She's white. She wears boring clothing. She has an iconic costume. For as long as there's been this city, there's been a Clip Springer.
Okay.
And
Nice.
she wears a character mask, which sort of projects as though she has tiny little horns on top of her head.
Nice.
Her abilities, in addition to heightened strength, agility, and toughness, include supernatural senses, eyes on the side of the head, and not actually, but that sort of that sense. And then impossible mobility. Clip springers are tiny, and they are able to leap and get like tiny footholds in rock, so she can essentially jump very high in the air and scale buildings and things like that.
That's awesome. And what abilities did you choose? Oh, you already
Those, yeah, there
you
you
just
go.
described them so well. I was thinking you were still describing this thing. Perfect. And at some point, I will want to hear about this iconic costume. So I don't know if you're ready for that, or if you want to wait a little bit.
Well, wait, we can go on. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm a costume. I'm very interested.
Yeah. Also, are we all appearing in costume for the rest of the series?
Not always. You will be in and out of costume.
No, I mean like live.
Oh, drive.
Oh,
Actually,
just
what
be
we're
in cosplay the whole time.
I am
Make us costumes.
super. No, that's not.
You said you're a costumer.
Yes.
We all heard that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're a costumer.
It's not hard to just make us 4 costumes, is
Just
it?
No,
do
that'll
it.
be super easy. If you have $10, I can totally do that.
I
Yeah.
brought my measurements
Yeah.
for this reason.
I brought my body. Measure me.
I am fully committed to dressing up as the GM. Like, 100%. All right, who would like to go next?
Not it.
There's no reason for me to go until
Yeah.
Nova goes.
Yes.
All right, I'll go next. So Nate is, I circled transgressing here, which I think is the right thing. He uses he, him pronouns, but is likely to, wear things that aren't necessarily guy stuff, and is fine with that, but it still sort of identifies as a guy. So that's that. He's white, as opposed to glowing inorganic skin, has normal skin. I felt like that was a kind of a, what does normal skin mean? So moisturized.
Use moisturizer.
Yeah.
That is huge for a teenager.
Yeah.
I just discovered moisturizer today.
Well, I think he wears makeup half the time, and so you gotta take care of that.
No high schooler has ever thought about proper skincare with makeup. Get out of here. You're
watched a
breaking my
YouTube video.
immersion.
I watched YouTube.
That's true. They do have YouTube now.
That's true. Shit. The world.
Most of the time, wears casual clothing, kind of dresses somewhere between skater and glam goth is the closest term I could come up with.
Nice.
And his costume, I circled colorful costume, and I'm picturing sort of like the outfits they had in the Neutron movie, where it was probably all dark with lines of purple light.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Oh wait, we said purple, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Sweet. Awesome. I guess I'll go.
We
then.
should go.
And my abilities are telekinesis and telepathy.
There we go.
Which is important because
Yeah. Hi. My abilities are telekinesis and telepathy. For now. Because that's part of it. Anyway, she's female. She, her pronouns. She's black. She's got a judging face. That was on the list, and I was like,
What?
thank you.
God damn it.
Thank you. Yeah.
I'm gonna look over. It's gonna be written in next to it in Aabria handwriting.
It's right
I
there.
don't even have a face thing.
You have skin.
I don't have a
have
face
skin.
thing.
I do have
Nice.
skin.
Cool. And then she her daily clothing is she's she's a mix between an e-girl and an Insta-baddie.
Okay.
And yeah.
I just have to
Wow, I have no idea what
Google
that
two
means.
different
Yes.
things.
Gen Z.
Okay, and why don't you? Well, we'll get to that in a second. Then, just a second.
So my look is ambiguous. I kind of see Steve as looking kind of like a Bishonen. So either somewhere ambiguous, somewhere in between. Is that a beautiful man or is it a really attractive tomboy? I don't really know. And yeah. Steve is white with human skin.
Yeah.
Is that an option?
Yep. Otherwise, it's crystal, metal, or green.
Yeah, it's important for the
yeah.
newborn because
Yeah.
they can be
Oh,
made
yeah,
of.
you're a
Yeah.
constructor.
Yeah, they're like robots usually. Immaculate clothing is the closest I think
That makes sense.
Yeah, and costume is his own skin. And
Naked?
well, no, just
Oh.
well. Here's the thing. So my idea for Steve
Yes.
is that he's not a robot. He's not engineered as an AI. He's actually some sort of military grade or experimental hard light projector. that somehow got turned on during some caper you guys were doing and scanned you guys and whatever other people were in the room and goes, okay, well, building a projection of the things we scanned.
Are you like an average of us? Is that what
Yes.
you did?
I
Whoa,
didn't know he's
baby.
white, so I definitely
No,
thought it was
like normal human sized. But it's just like,
But,
yeah,
I mean,
like
you're taken from bits and you're our baby.
Oh my
Sure.
god.
yeah, absolutely.
He's our Tamagotchi.
Yes.
No.
So like, I know things, and maybe I drink. I don't know. But like, I don't have any experiences. But I have a holographic like hard light brain, holographic hard light heart, all of those things, and then they just started working together as a person. So
That's awesome.
I could turn myself off, and then I would be dead. And so I have hard light projection and elemental form are my two like abilities.
So is there like a projector that follows you around? Or?
It's inside.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
That's
so
a good
So, like,
I have
pushes
a
it
little,
out.
So yeah,
Yeah.
and goes
That's very cool.
into all directions.
That makes
That's so cool.
sense. Yeah.
I just lost my thing.
And
Good call.
he's
Look at
our
you.
Neopet.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so I don't know what's going on. Will you guys help me how to human?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I'm the mean girl, so fucking no.
But you're
of
also.
course you are.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's not a type I play constantly.
Yeah. So let's real quick. Emily, you talked about your Janus a little bit. Did you have anything else you wanted to share, just kind of about that concept, or I'm just gonna go around and double check real quick before we move on to like the more mechanic-y stats and stuff.
Backstory.
Yeah. I mean, I have
don't we
a
have-
backstory.
Yeah, the actual backstory section is in the back, but like just more like overall character concepts. Because like Tappy's shared
Sure.
the fact that he's hard light projection, which will really inform kind of like how he's building the character. So I think that's kind of an important thing to say up front. But I would like to end on kind of the backstory. Where is the backstory stuff? I thought it was
It's
in the back.
right
It
by
is.
labels.
Oh, it's right underneath. Yeah, it's something. Never mind. For some reason, I thought it was at the end. Never mind.
Are you doing dark costume or light costume?
Dark.
Yeah,
She
cool.
is.
I'm that, but light.
Okay.
Tight.
Well, then I just
Figured
want
it
to.
made more sense.
Yeah, for
I mean,
sure.
if you have anything else to share, because I do want them to explain how the join works before we get into stats and stuff.
No, I think that Katie's whole deal is she's not the kind of girl you would expect to be a superhero. She's I mean, she's the girl next door.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
Love
yeah,
it.
but
Perfect.
and I'll talk more about in backstory how this sort of came to be. But this is a thing she was born to do. She's just doing it sooner than she was supposed to.
Nice.
We'll say that.
Awesome.
I like it a lot.
Cool. Jason and Aabria, why don't you explain how exactly the joined works?
Yeah.
And how it's paired with the Nova.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, the joined takes a lot of their you take your initial ability from the playbook that you're working with. For the Nova specifically, when we get into burn and move allocation, there's some stuff that we share and some stuff that we specifically have in our own lane.
Got it.
So other than that, it's actually a pretty simple idea. I have wanted to play the joint for a while,
Yeah.
and I think this one requires that you be very communicative with the person you're playing with, just to figure out where one character ends and the other begins.
What were you talking about?
Fucking hate.
All right, very nice. I do want us, before we get too far into this, Mask works best when the group is a team. And I want that to be something that we kind of go into planning. You guys have been, Idolon Academy is basically the secret training program for young supers. And you work with heroes, the big heroes on the team, which we will name later in this game, which is going to be an Avengers Justice League level game, or level team. You're kind of under them, and they help you out. You probably don't see, there's probably the trinity of the Batman, the Superman, the Wonder Woman, who you see occasionally, but they don't come and teach your classes very often.
We get Hawkeye.
Yeah, you get Hawkeye.
Oh, so much time with
And-
Black Widow.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Next wave.
Yeah. So and you guys have been in this for a while. Basically, once you're discovered to have certain level of power, you're basically invited into this program. So your families, you can decide. The program works with the students. So your family can think you're off at some fancy boarding school you got a scholarship to, or they can be in on it. That's fine. The Idolon Academy lets you decide what your family knows about this. So you get to kind of decide that piece. It does have facilities for you to live there. So during the week, at least, everyone lives at Idolon Academy. It is a secret place. There are some other kids who go there, but you guys are kind of the only ones in your age bracket right now, because being super is awesome, but it's not super common. Not super common. Super good.
Well,
Okay.
Get it.
So there's probably some younger kids there. There's kids in like junior high and elementary age. They try not to take them too young. Some of the younger elementary, they go home at night and things like that. But you guys have been together for a while, at least the three of you. It's Aabria, you may have, depending on your backstory, you maybe have joined more recently. And then Tappy's character obviously has joined very recently. And the three of you probably brought him in saying, hey, so we were on this thing and this happened.
Can we keep it? Can we keep it? Can we keep it?
We got in a fight at the Sharper Image, and this came out.
Yeah.
Ours now.
Yeah.
But it's definitely not our fault, and we should take care of him.
Yeah.
So drama between you guys is fine, but I don't want there to be like the story is going to be you versus outside influences, and then like the crushes or whatever happens in the group is also awesome and fantastic. But I want it to make sure that together we're telling a story not of characters versus each other, but characters struggling to overcome their teenage impulses against something greater.
Cool.
And the really fun thing that I like this a lot, and I'm overly excited about this, is Idolon Academy specifically. We're going to flesh that out later. At some point, they decided that their students should go to regular school. Probably because if you're going to be a hero and you're going to want to protect the populace, you should probably know the populace and value them. So that's what that's about. So in addition to being part of this secret program, you go to Hyperion High School, which is Halcyon City's biggest high school. There's a couple of them, but that's like...
Go hype.
Yeah. So you go like normal 5 days a week. You're not, I mean, depending on what you decide to do, Idolon Academy is like, oh, you can't join the football team. You can't do it because you might hurt people. You can be on like student government if you want and things like that. And you guys get to decide how many of those rules you follow or don't follow, things like that. Obviously, our Janice is going to be super important to kind of facilitating the, hey, that's not normal. Don't do that.
Normal, it's fine.
Yeah. So, and that's that part. So you guys have similar schedules. We can figure that out too, and we're going to work on that later. So you guys think about whether you want to have the same schedule. Maybe you guys have different schedules. Think about whether your character would be interested in participating in stuff in high school or not. That's totally up to you guys. So the high school has pretty much everything a normal high school would have. There's clubs and sports teams and student government and theater and all that shit. But on top of that, you do, take the bus home every night.
After school program.
After school program, yeah. To what looks like an apartment building from the outside.
Yeah, it does.
Nice.
So you're like, okay, we all live in the same apartment building. It's fine.
That's not weird at all.
No, you can't have your friends over for dinner.
Yeah, exactly. So that sort of thing. So that's kind of the two main locations. So as we're kind of creating our characters, I know you guys have some ideas about your backstory, but as we're moving forward, kind of keep that in mind as we're going. All right. So now we get to open the playbooks to
No one folded them.
the labels.
That's ridiculous.
I was very careful to print them out so you could use them as booklets because that's very important.
I don't like folding it.
You don't have to.
I know.
You can do it wrong.
That's why I was really careful about printing them out. That exact
Right
phrase.
here. This.
All right, so labels. So for the labels, they already have things marked for your particular booklet and add +1 to whichever one you choose. I think all of you have done that already, so good job.
I have to look at yours. I have to cheat off your homework.
You're the joined, it's fine.
Are you supposed to have the same stats as me?
Yeah.
Okay, is that cool?
Yeah,
So
no,
the
I
one
can
I
change
bumped
my
is
thing.
that
I
one.
can
Oh,
I can
okay.
change the
The
bump.
plus,
I just
yeah.
have to do the initial.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay. Thank you.
So labels, for anyone who hasn't played Masks or other PBTA games, are basically the stats. There's Danger, there's Freak, there's Savior, Superior, and Mundane. So those are the 5 basic ones. We'll talk more when we actually start playing the game. You'll see them in action. And they work really super well. under there is conditions. In this game, I'm explaining, all of you have played pbta before and Masks before, but I'm going to explain for the listeners at home.
I haven't played Masks before.
Oh, you haven't?
Oh, really? Oh, this is
Oh
exciting.
my gosh!
I just read it a lot.
I'm so excited.
Say, have you played Mouse? Yeah.
Just once.
That's the
Yes.
most happy answer ever. I've never played it, but I've read it a lot. So in this game, the players don't really get hurt. You can narratively say, oh, you're hurt, but you basically get conditions. So there's afraid, angry, guilty, hopeless, and insecure, which are very teenage feelings. So you mark them, and then they change when you roll, you get -2 to different things. And you can build them up. You can have many at a time, and it's super fun to play with those. All right, and the next section is backstory. So if you haven't already, fill those little or you don't have to write it in. Like if you know the answers to those questions, that's fine. So for the backstory, obviously you can come up with your own stuff, but the playbook is really great. It asks these questions: when did you first use your powers? Who was the first person you accidentally hurt with your powers? Who outside the team helps you control your powers? Why do you continue to use your powers? And why do you care about the team?
So those are the Novus questions, but they're not the same for everyone.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. I forgot. So those are the Novus questions. So I just read Jason's homework out loud.
It's all good.
Thanks. But that's the other thing about Masks is a lot of it's very customized for playbooks. So that's why sometimes I'm like, read the directions and follow them. Feel like I'm at work right now. Please read the directions and follow them.
Read
Put your
the
heading on your
directions
paper.
and follow them.
Yes.
Wild.
Crazy, right?
Sorry, what was the first one?
Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
Follow them and read the directions.
Wait, that's 2. Which one?
Read the directions.
Okay.
I'm going to hit you. Okay. So yeah, since I already read yours out loud, why don't you go first, Jason?
Okay. So the first one, when did you first use your powers? I actually grew up, as a little kid, started, floating little things. Didn't do the thing where, little kid doesn't have any control. He has little kid, little telekinesis. And didn't really get in trouble or anything like that. And so grew up, figuring out how to do it. But then the concept of the Nova is that it's barely under control, and I think that happened at puberty.
Okay.
Is oh no, can't control my telekinesis. So I've used my powers for a long time. Who was the first person you accidentally hurt with your powers? Was probably Tendai.
Yeah.
Because we were
That's fair.
childhood friends,
Yeah.
right? And then we blew up a church.
Ow! It wasn't it didn't have powers yet. That was you, and you've got to stop blaming me.
I'm just saying it was a group activity.
It's not a group activity.
Yeah, we had a little thing where the church we went to as kids, found out the leader was this corrupt culty kind of guy, and so at night we went back to find stuff and prove it, and then somehow the church.
We
blew
went
up.
back to get evidence.
Yeah.
Just get evidence. And then he was like, okay, go on ahead. And I was like, all right, I trust this implicitly. And then I found out later that the church blew up.
I mean, we blew up a church. So
Not weird.
so
Not weird.
then what happens after that is part
Nothing.
of your
Yeah,
your
cool,
backstory.
thank
So
you.
I'll do these. Who outside the team helps you control your powers? I was picturing one of those kind of not the A level Superman, but like a Valkyrie kind of character, like Marvel's Valkyrie, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like somebody who's real tough. That if I accidentally throw her through a wall, that's she's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, try that again. Slower.
Yeah.
And just somebody real tough like that. She's kind of the toughest person I can think of. So some kind of Valkyrie. It doesn't have to be that literally. Why do you continue to use your powers? Because they're fucking cool.
Yeah. Why would you not?
And I want to.
Yes.
Why do I care about the team? Is that secretly I know I'm a little bit out of control deep down, and that this is going to keep me grounded. And the answer is sort of I care about the team because I care about the team. This is. I haven't had a lot of normal friends, and so this is normal.
Was.
Happy.
So I think that's pretty much my backstory. I basically don't think I have a home to go back to because I think my I don't know what happened. I think I live at the school full time. I haven't really decided why yet.
Okay.
But I think my folks are kind of out of the picture.
Okay. And I want you to think about, you don't have to answer right this second, but like about what time did you enter Idolon Academy? So.
Well, that'll be part of her backstory too.
Perfect.
I think.
I mean, you can decide. Like, we don't have to have gotten there together. I think that's actually an okay thing. It's on you.
Okay.
If you were with what we said before, but
and it's possible if you were somewhere more rural, or if you were really involved in this church/cults, that like your powers weren't known by Idolon Academy, so you didn't get your Hogwarts letter.
Yeah, well, I think like blowing up the church got me some bad attention.
Yeah.
From people that I didn't want attention from.
Okay.
And they like detected the power use, and so I
like
think
don't blow up churches.
yeah, we should not blow up any more churches. That's I agree on that point.
The worst part is being in your head and knowing you genuinely believe this.
I remember we were both there, and then the church blew up.
Cool, tight.
All right, so Tendai, why don't you explain to us what really happened in your backstory?
So after the church blew up, we got on someone's like awful radar, and they went to capture Nate. And this was right around the time that I realized that I didn't just want to be Nate's friend. So I may have gotten a little out of pocket about not wanting to leave him behind. Famous last words. They took me too, and not really knowing what to do with me, they had some ideas about like mapping powers and abilities, and they successfully mapped his abilities onto me. And I was normal, and everything was fine. And now I'm a berserker copy of you without the years of our childhood learning how to use your powers. So it's pretty bad on my end, if I'm being super honest. It's not great. I try to lean more into the telepathy part, because that seems like it brings buildings and churches down less. So, yeah. I had to give up my family as part of my connection, just because I don't trust myself to be around them without feeling anything and having a power be done about it. Right. So yeah, I live at Idolon full time.
Did you leave your family on good terms? Like if you decided to reach out again, would they be willing to talk to you, or do you know?
I think they think I'm just at a boarding school.
Okay.
Yeah, I got tested really high on a thing. I was able to lie to them in front of them because I was able to just read the answers to like really hard math problems out of the Idolon teacher's head.
Nice.
So they were like, "Oh, she's very good at math and always has been." And I'm like, "Yeah, cool, tight. What?
Cool, yeah.
What is being asked of me?" Apart from my powers, what keeps us together is that we are actually in a relationship. Trauma builds bonding.
Yep.
And yeah, like going through everything at the corporation, and then sort of him being able to walk me through what it's like having powers got us together. But it's been a little bit since then, and things are strained. It's fine.
This is fine. Everything's fine.
This is great.
Teenage relationships are awesome when you spend basically 24 hours a day together.
Yeah, especially
in each other's heads.
All the time. I hate the things you think.
The good thing, though, is we get to collaborate on basically every project.
Yeah.
Like, wait, what's the
I feel
answer
like
to
I'm
that?
doing more of the work, but that's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Very nice.
Yeah, so someone outside the team thinks you're better off on your own. Who are they, and why do they think that? There's a teacher at Hype that's like the English teacher that like wants to reach out and find that like student that they can change, and she's definitely clocked that like I tend to follow in Nate's wake a lot, just because I'm a little insecure about being around people sometimes. It's a weird double-edged sword of being very good at being social because I can use my powers to climb social ladders very easily because I know everyone's secrets. But yeah, she gave like a big impassioned speech about not like letting a relationship define me while I'm in high school and becoming my own person, and I took that to heart in a different way. So yeah. And why do I care about the team? I'm really sorry. I need more than Nate. It can't just be this forever, and it's nice having people I can talk to about this that don't know exactly how I'm feeling all the time.
Nice.
You're great.
How would you feel if you met someone who you couldn't read their minds?
I like as much as I want to say it would be a relief in that very Edward Cullen way, I think it actually would be terrifying because I don't have enough of a hold on my powers to think that there's not just something wrong with me. But I don't know.
Can we read Tappy?
That's what I was going to ask next.
Yeah.
Tappy, do you think they can read your mind?
I don't know. See, I think that's something that we can all figure out because it's a normal brain.
Okay.
Like as it is. It just turns out to be made out of hard light.
Yeah, it's not made of cells.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
Interesting.
I like that idea.
Do you think you can read it, or do you think you
I
can't?
think no.
I think maybe there's a universe in which like a 12 plus on like an Unleash Your Power roll gets like a very obvious emotion, like wants to fight. Like, oh, okay, cool.
nice.
I get that. We're in a fight.
Yeah.
Got it.
Or, I mean, and it can be something that maybe Tappy, as your character becomes more human, becomes
Yeah.
simpler for them.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So,
and
but
you
yeah.
start to show up on our radar.
Nice.
If
Yeah,
you're okay
maybe.
with that.
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
it can also, like, we'll just see kind of how it goes.
Yeah.
But I just kind of want to throw that out there as kind of a neat.
I like the idea that because it isn't cells, it's a projection of the cell.
Yeah.
I mean, there isn't any like ATP. There's just
Right.
projections of it. Well, it's all really just my projector moving things around.
Yeah.
That it doesn't work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that.
That works for
Okay.
me.
Cool. All right, Emily.
Yes. When did you first put on the mask, and why? Christmas Eve, 2 years ago, my father did not come home. And he didn't come home the next day, and he didn't come home the next day, and the next day, and the next day. And then about a week later, New Year's Day, we got a box that had the key, or the information to access a bank account that had several $100,000 in it, which is dwindling away. Had a clarinet that my younger sister always wanted, and for me had the key to a safety deposit box, in which I found the suit. I had no idea that my father was the Klipspringer. This is the conclusion I've drawn. Was he? Who knows? But he had left the suit for me. And, I mean, I wasn't going to resist putting that on.
Right.
Who could?
Yeah.
Especially because I'd lived such a life of being boring and ordinary in kind of a normal suburb. And then everything went to shit because suddenly I was having to do superhero-y type things. I keep a secret identity because nobody's ever known who the Klipspringer is. There's a vague sense, I think, around town that now it's a woman and it used to be a man, but also people don't really care. You know, like I think this is a hero mantle, if you will.
Oh yeah, so it is like a legacy.
Yeah, it's just legacy. Yeah.
So cool.
Love
Yeah, and so I have inherited it, and there's a lot of the Klipspringer has made a lot of enemies, you know, and if it was known who they were, I mean, it's Spider-Man logic, you know. Maybe their family and friends would be attacked. Who outside of the team knows about my dual identity? My 12-year-old sister Claire saw me come home some night and was like, "Oh, okay." So I think this goes into some other stuff on my other sheet, but I think our mother has sort of fallen off the map. Like she's still around, but she's not really an active parent. So it's kind of Katie and Claire in it to win it.
Yeah.
And that's why Claire saw me come home in the suit, which I'll describe for you now.
Okay.
It's almost a perfect silver glittering I don't know the term. I can't remember the term for it. Unitard is the worst word to use, but sort of
like
that.
a cat suit.
Yeah, like a cat suit.
Okay.
And it's clearly like designed to fit all manner of people, but like hug them tightly, so that if it's during the day, it's sort of dazzling and sparkling in the sun, and if it's at night, because it rains a lot here in Hyperion City, if it's at night, you can just sort of slip between the raindrops in like a stealthy, strange way.
What is this? Steel?
Yo.
I'm not
Steel
familiar.
it's stealthy. It's it's when you want to steal something, so
familiar
you
with
just
stealing.
you break
Yeah.
open the wall
Yes.
and
Yeah.
make as much noise as possible.
You steal their notice of you.
We're the distraction.
Who thinks the worst of your masked identity? My mother,
Okay.
who blames the Klipspringer. She knew something was up between the Klipspringer and her husband. She had no possible thought that her husband was a Klipspringer because he was such a clumsy oaf. But she thinks that the Klipspringer killed him. Why do I care about the team? Because Katie Kid has never put herself first. in good and bad ways.
Yeah, that makes sense. You don't have to answer right this minute, but I want you to think about and decide whether Clipswinger, your father, was part of this big superhero team, or if they worked solo.
I
You do? You know?
yeah, I think yes.
Okay.
I think that he had gotten involved in some bad elements. He hadn't gone rogue, but he had leased his powers out to. He got in money trouble.
Okay.
So
he started kind of being a bit of a mercenary on this side too.
yeah.
Okay. Interesting. That will be fun to play with. Excellent. And Tappy.
Hi.
Hi.
Backstory, who created you and why? I don't know. I was thinking that's something we could figure out maybe in Decuma of, like, powers that be around. Like, I was kind of thinking maybe it was some sort of, like military-grade weapon thing. Because, like, I can just make a hard light gun that shoots a fucking laser beam.
Yeah.
Right? Or whatever. Like, it's almost unlimited. It's kind of like Green Lantern ring sort of thing is what I imagine like you can do with the hard light stuff.
Yeah.
So I was imagining that maybe it's like some sort of military thing and you guys were like investigating or whatnot that happened, or it was a whole science thing and somebody had like some really like awesome ideas of what this could do and then somebody tried to get it and blah 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 and hilarity ensued. But I'm not I'm kind of half of one, 6 dozen of the other.
Yep.
I don't know.
Pretty sure that's how it goes.
yeah.
He just learned.
So-
He's the newborn. Come on.
Oh, that's so good. Yes.
Awesome.
I
Okay.
don't know. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Oh, I like it.
I like
Yeah.
No. Which one? Like, is it a sciencey thing or is it a murder thing?
Yeah.
Both.
It's science.
Okay. So a
Smarter.
science murder corporation.
Yeah.
So science murder.
She murdered me with
Corp.
They
science.
started out as science.
She murdered
and,
me
like,
with science.
They started out as science, and like all good corporations, became murder.
Yes.
So,
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, that's exactly. That's right on the nose. Yes.
Okay. How are you different from humans? I am made of photons. Like, I guess, kind of like, yeah. I'm
Do you
not.
have emotions and stuff?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Like, and fear and all of that. Like, all of those chemicals are running through me. They're just
Simulated.
simulated.
Simulated, okay.
Yeah.
Do you eat with us? Like, do you have to
Oh,
eat?
I don't have to eat, but I like doing
Oh,
it.
yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Right.
Nice.
I have to. I guess something ends up with that anyway. But I don't think about it. Like my body, Steve's body feels like a human body. So oh yeah, I eat stuff, and then like, you get rid of that. But it's like just like chewed up corn, just like everybody else, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Like
Oh, no, we haven't had
there's
that
no
conversation.
like concept in the body
Right.
of what to do with this food.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't get scared. Has all of these horrible puberty emotions. Thanks to all you guys. I get all of yours.
Aw. Do you?
And yeah.
I'm sorry. Do you have to consciously think about keeping yourself together? No.
No, that would be bad.
Yeah. No, that'd be super bad. That's
Yeah,
why
that'd
I
be
was
super
asking.
bad. Well, that's why I took elemental body as one of
Yeah,
the
yeah.
powers specifically
Yeah.
because it doesn't really do much. I don't like. I envisioned that like if I changed myself to look like a cat, I would have a smooth brain and I would be a cat and I wouldn't know to turn myself back into a person because I'd
Interesting.
be a
Okay.
literal cat. So like changing my face and stuff or like bone structure, all of this would also like edit my personality or edit what my brain is stuff. So it isn't like.
So you're not a shape changer.
Yeah, not a shapeshifter or anything like that.
Okay.
I mean, I could, but then it would have lasting, permanent consequences.
Gotcha.
Interesting.
Interesting. That's fascinating. Okay. Cool.
Who outside of the team is your caretaker? I guess the academy.
Cool.
Like, that's the best I can come with, especially because like I have a specific newborn thing of when you approach your creator or caretakers with a problem, tell them what obstacle you face or what you need to achieve, and they will offer you something you need. The GM chooses one. Secret information, a way to temporarily boost or expand your powers, access to instruments, weapons, or resources, or official and explicit backing. And then if they accept your help, they rewrite one of your lessons for you. And I can go over what the lessons are
Okay.
later or now.
Whatever you'd like.
Okay. So one of the things for the newborn is a blank slate. And so I have these 4 lessons. And one is, I am blank. A superhero should blank. Always blank and never blank. And you guys get to help me figure out what these things are while we play.
Oh no, I'm terrible.
Yeah. Yay, it's going to be bad.
That's awesome.
And so, yeah, I start out with 2 of those. And I'll do that later, I guess.
Yeah. Awesome. So I want you to think about who you want that person to be.
I want it to be like the arts and humanities person who like doesn't have a lot of powers but is really, really passionate about history and your role in history and things like that.
So you mean someone at the mundane school or someone at Idolon Academy?
Oh no, not in the main.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? No, just give me the science person.
The science person?
Yeah, the sciencey person.
Sciencey
Sciencey person sciencey person who actually doesn't have any of those like great, wonderful ideals. Because they get those ideals from somewhere else, maybe.
Nice.
Cool. All right.
What about humanity fascinates you the most? And I think a lot of it is how unexpected they are and how different they are. Like, somebody can look one way and do other things, or, like, if everybody's, like, in a uniform, but everybody is completely different, or, you know, you have personalities where, but, like, the 2 of you are very, very different.
I don't think that's true. What?
Steve.
I wasn't paying attention.
Or like, and the 2 of you are completely different than the Cliffspringer, who seems to have it way more together than you guys do.
For sure. That's not wrong.
How hard is that, though?
Right? So
Fair.
all of these different things are just very confusing.
Yeah.
And I think Steve like wants to figure that out. And why do you care about the team? Because they are my only friends.
Oh no.
Aww. All the people
You poor man.
Yeah, well, they're kind of your family, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're your friends and your mom. So.
All right.
Why aren't you more brown? Is the only question she asks all the time. I'm just saying, if he was like of all of us, like maybe he'd be mixed.
Well, actually, I think that should be.
No, it's okay. It's totally fine.
No.
I was just
I'm
gonna
gonna
tell you
do
about it.
a whole bunch. How about that?
Ambiguously beige.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of ambiguous going on.
There's a lot of ambiguous.
It was a big room you scanned.
Now, do the 3 of you realize that he's based on your scans?
Well, he has my nose, so
It's a good nose.
Yes, goodness.
Yeah, I think I would have picked up
You
on
figured that? Okay.
Yeah.
I have hair care product tips for you. Curly, it's a lot.
Awesome.
How would you?
Moisturizing.
It's all right. I can just. I can make
You're
it
no
do
son
that.
of mine.
All right. So
I'm doing it.
what happens when you cut your hair?
Well, I mean, I can just. Well,
Do you have like hard light projection clippings that continue to exist?
well, until I'm no longer there,
Okay.
I can't project
Okay.
to the thing.
Nice.
That's
Like,
interesting.
I'm sure I could also like intentionally turn off the thing.
Yeah.
Right, like I can make we could be like platforming in real life, you know, like Super Mario Brothers, and then turn off the platform and then watch
Yeah. Okay.
somebody fall. And
Nice. So you create
Nice.
things, you just don't want to change yourself, or you haven't really messed with changing yourself.
I haven't. Well, I think I've experimented and went, whoa, hold on a second.
Yeah.
This is not necessarily a thing that I want to do.
Yeah. Okay. But you can like Green Lantern like create a thing and then use it. Okay. Perfect.
Mhm.
Awesome. I just want to
But
like.
it's also they're not their own thing. I can't make a horse and then the horse
And
goes
have them
off
run away.
and,
Yeah, yeah.
and be whatever, and I don't worry about it.
You're not
I have to
creating
make the horse do
things.
things.
You're
Yeah.
there. Well, you were there. They exist.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. That's super
Very cool.
handy.
what's,
Okay.
what's your range?
Yeah.
Probably not as far as you can see,
Okay.
which means if you can't see it, then the projection can't do it. So, like,
true.
if there's
Yeah, so
something
line of
over there
sight.
and somebody like closes the door, well, the thing goes away.
I like that.
Nice.
That's cool.
I like that a lot.
All right. When your team first came together, does everyone have the same question for that one? I think?
No.
No. Okay.
No, they're different.
All right. Everybody has a question underneath the backstory.
Yeah.
And then
Do you have a machete order? Because joined and newborn they kind of mess up the list of like who answers a question in order.
They do?
I think it's on the GM sheet.
Yeah. Last I checked, the GM sheet did.
I know the bull is always first. That's all I can remember.
But I don't know if it accounts for like the newer playbooks.
I thought the new GM sheet did.
Oh, does it?
Yeah,
Okay.
I could
Did I
be
just
wrong
not read
about
the? I probably didn't read
I
the
don't know.
I mean,
PDFs right.
I never use GM sheets. Come on.
No, you're fine.
Just winging it.
So are you guys like role playing right now, or?
Yeah, always.
Okay.
All right.
Don't think that about people.
Why?
When I first
It's a tiny crisis.
when our team first came together. So first is it doesn't look like the new ones are on here.
Oh, okay.
So we'll just go with the Janice is. Oh no, the Nova is first on our
Right.
list.
I think we have to jointly answer the first one,
Okay.
whichever one that is.
It doesn't say that. It says the bull is first.
Yeah. So I think we have to answer the bull's question together.
Really?
Because it like sets up what happened,
Okay.
Okay.
or maybe we don't. I don't know.
I'm not going to do
I
it.
thought that was the thing. Okay.
Yeah.
it went
Live
up.
your dreams.
Okay. So why don't we have the Nova first? We destroyed our surroundings in the fight. Where was it, and what did we destroy? Because I think from that we can then glean who the bad guy was,
Nice.
or girl, or person,
Where was it?
or were they bad at all? Maybe they weren't.
And this is when we first came together. This is probably as Idolon, not academics, cadets. That's is that likely that we first came together?
You just decide.
Okay.
I don't know. Sure.
Destroyed our surroundings. I think I really want to destroy a mall. So
Very
like,
teenage thing to do.
yeah, like a big, like lots of glass.
Sprinkle tingles everywhere.
Yeah, yeah, and I think so. We destroyed our surroundings in the fight. So it was the mall. We destroyed a lot, like all of this, like sort of fancy glass ceiling roof stuff. Because fuck the glass ceiling, and
Can't you play?
I think that's it. That's my answer.
Nice.
That's
That was
what we
good.
destroyed.
Nice.
Oh, okay. So Tappy's question is: this is specifically the incident where you found him.
Oh, cool. Tight.
So
Does the mall make sense then? Because maybe we should adjust that.
I mean, maybe there's a secret lair underneath the mall.
Oh,
Like, who knows?
or maybe that's the thing. Maybe they were taking him to the mall to attack the mall with the projector.
as a weapon.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I
and you were
should-
like, no, this is ours now. Oh, shit.
Okay. Mine's super tangential to the thing.
Yeah,
It's fine.
sorry.
No, you're good.
So let's see. We'll have the Janice. Let's talk real quick. Actually, let's decide who. I mean, I guess we might have just decided who the enemy was. Is that? Why don't we do yours? I guess, which seems weird, but
The team discovered you during the incident? Is that
Yeah.
the thing? Yes. Thanks to them, you reached the outside world and helped in the fight. Where and how did they find you? It was in the secret lair.
okay.
Under
Sure.
the mall?
Under
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
No, it was in an airplane that crashed into the mall.
Oh,
Okay.
sweet.
Oh,
Yeah, so
okay.
you guys like went into the air
Oh.
and like
Were we like trying to save the mall from this airplane? We're like, oh no, that airplane's gonna crash.
Gotta save the mall.
maybe like you wanted to take the thing down.
Oh.
Wait,
What do you think? Do you think you were trying to save a plane that was like maybe harmless or maybe was like hurt or broken? Or did you like say, fuck that plane, we're gonna take it down, and then it crashed into
I
the
think
mall?
I would need a lot of information to say fuck that plane.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
Cool. Then yeah, it was going down to the ground and you
you were like,
saved
oh
it
no,
by
it's,
crashing it into the mall.
yeah,
Yeah.
like it's gonna crash.
I'll hold it, but it has to be closer. I'm just gonna gently set it on the Orange Julius. Oh god. There's juice everywhere.
So this would probably be a higher level assignment than normally you'd be given at Idolon Academy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we say you guys were like at the mall and you guys just
Yeah.
happened to
Yeah,
be there?
it was
Yeah.
totally an accident.
Yeah.
We're like, oh no, that plane's gonna crash.
Yeah. You're like, hey, we can do this. We can totally do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh no, okay. I got it.
Nice.
I do not
Got
got
it.
it.
Who gave you your first nickname?
Do you what is your nickname?
I
mean,
don't know.
It's
What
gonna be
is it?
me saying something real shitty.
Yeah, so do it.
That.
Okay. Shit. What's
We can think about it. I feel like this needs some
Yeah.
like contemplation and like
Yeah.
depth
I'm
to
gonna pray on
thinking
it
up
for
a
a
good
second.
name.
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. So were you, Tappy, were you the actual intended weapon? Or was this a lab that is constantly flying around so people can't find it?
No, I think this was like an intended weapon and somebody was trying to get it.
Got it. Okay.
And
Oh.
instead of them getting it, it fell into the lap of the team.
Got it. Nice. Excellent.
So maybe somebody is out there looking for it.
Okay, perfect. That leads into the Janice's question. After this whole kerfuffle happens at the mall, or while this is happening,
We saved the life of someone important, either to the city or to us. Who was it? Why are they important? It was Josh Johnson. He's the mayor's son and the cutest boy. Type high. Little crush. Little crush.
Josh Johnson.
I love the alliteration. Can I just say, great comic book name.
Yes.
I think that this comes again from my other page, but I think I work at the mall.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
great.
And he was somehow like I got the sense that he was near.
You got the Josh Johnson.
I just was
sense?
like,
yeah.
Oh.
and then a plane
Oh my.
is coming out of the sky. And he was on the plane. I think that whoever did this took him to sort of extort the mayor in some way. And things, as they do, went south. But we saved him.
Nice.
Saved that boy.
Did you get like the hero moment? Like he got to look up at you, like the little, like the Eric Little Mermaid moment.
Oh yeah, but he
Where
has
you,
no
like-
idea who I am.
Yeah, but still,
But he knows the clip
he has
stringer.
like he has like mapped on the yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes.
I love that.
This pleases me.
Awesome. And then, Aabria, your question.
Mine is the connection between our two halves was threatened by the crisis. How and by what? I think there was an argument. So I think there's a thing in our relationship where when we're doing really well or really badly, we are quiet and we don't talk a lot. And it's either like we're in sync when we're like really well and we don't actually have to talk and it's sort of this like passive telepathy, or we're like we don't argue in front of everyone else and it's just a bunch of like bitching back and forth. And I think we were deep in an argument when this plane was coming in, and like normally our powers work well together, and if we are ever not on the same page, like one of us has to like win to do a thing, and the plane could have been landed easily, but we did a really bad job.
He's like,
And the concern of the people on the plane probably like shorted out my telepathy for a while and like knocked me
Or
out
maybe
of your
this
head for a
like
bit.
dead zone over here.
Yeah, right.
I don't think so much of a dead zone.
Well, yeah.
But
But I think the emotional connection between us was like super threatened because we almost got a lot of people hurt because we couldn't get our shit together.
Nice.
so it was like you grabbed the left wing and then you grabbed the right wing, and so the fuselage just.
Yeah, shit like that. Exactly. Exactly.
Nice. Okay. Very good. That's a very good incident. I like that very much. So after this is relationships, and each of you have 2 questions that are unique to your playbook. So let's go around and read them out loud first before we start filling in blanks or suggesting answers, because I want everybody to hear all the questions first and be able to kind of think about that. So why don't we start with Tappy this time? 'Cause
I have blank is an exemplary human. They show you around and tell you how things work.
Definitely us.
Yeah, totally Janice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's who you guys know.
Yeah.
However, the behavior of one of you, I haven't quite decided which one it is, confuses you again and again. You're determined to understand humanity better by studying them.
Nice. Great. We don't have to answer it right now. Let's just
Yeah.
read the questions. And I didn't say it, but I would prefer that questions have different people or different characters filled in. So don't put the same person as both
Yeah.
your answers.
There's only
Right.
2.
Well, that would be
I know,
that would
for
be
sure.
very
That
weird
makes
for
sense.
this.
It would
one,
be
too.
weird, but
Yeah.
still.
Be like,
So let's do Emily next.
Blank knew you from your civilian life first. You refused to tell blank your secret identity when they asked.
That is my favorite relationship in the fucking game.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Like, who did you? We're like, no, you don't get to know who I am. God, what a, ugh, I love it.
Okay.
Nice. Mine are, when you have problems with your other half, you talk to blank, and you are jealous of the relationship between your other half and blank, and you keep trying to interject yourself. So I specifically don't want to fill out that second one until I have a bead on what your relationships are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Okay, mine are, you hang out all the time with blank to blow off steam, and you once hurt blank when you lost control of your powers. So,
Actually, one thing interesting there, I'm probably the only person you can't hurt with your powers.
maybe so.
I mean, is that true? Like, you're...
I mean, you can't hurt me with telepathy.
Oh, but
Yeah,
Nova
but we also
has
do
blasting
Also
powers.
telekinetic.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But are you super tough? Like, can I throw you through a wall? Accidentally?
Probably. Yeah.
I feel like you'd still have damage at some
Yeah.
points.
Right. But
yeah.
the thing is that as long as the projector isn't damaged, and like then it can go back.
Right. Let's think about that because I feel like you mimicking humans. Like I don't think you'd be as fragile as a human.
I think it would hurt.
Yeah, and I
A
think you'd be
lot.
like, oh, my, and it might
Yeah.
even be just mental or not like mental, but it might even be something where I don't know.
Well, that's part of like why I took the elemental form.
Okay.
Is so that I could control that sort of thing about the body.
Yeah.
And it does say I hurt them. Like,
Yeah.
whoever it was.
Yeah.
But,
It doesn't have to. Yeah, and I'm not saying it's a permanent injury, but just so there's a little bit of a limitation there.
So when
Right.
we, as Steve's parents, say, the pain is all in your mind.
It really is.
It really,
It's
really
literally-
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally true.
And it's like, oh, you're right. Oh, yeah, it didn't even hurt.
Yeah.
Why can't you guys do that?
Nice. Okay. Cool.
Nice.
So, free for all. Who has ideas
Yeah.
about what name should go where?
I think that the behavior of Nate confuses me again and again.
It makes sense, especially if you picked, like, a male form. Like, maybe you are trying to, like...
I don't think the male form was picked. I think that it just kind of happened that way. Like he appeared.
Like when you get all the information, you're playing a video game and you hit random appearance
And
with all
so-
the information.
And I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that, like, adults and stuff that he dealt with, like, once the thing was over with, kind of, like, were saying stuff like he to him.
Okay.
And it's like, oh, well, I guess my name is Steve then.
All right.
sweet.
But I don't think that was, like, a conscious choice.
Okay.
That's why it's, like, so ambiguous and weird. Like,
Yeah.
doesn't
That makes sense.
really know where he fits in anywhere.
Uh-huh.
And
Makes
so
sense.
these things are kind of, like, applied to him, and he's like, oh yeah, sure.
Sweet.
At the
That
end of
must
this
be the
game,
truth.
we're going to have all realized that all identity is a construct.
Yeah.
Thanks to you. So.
All right.
Literal construct.
Yes. Nice. Cool. I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a thought on this, but I want Aabria's. Okay, I think 10 and Katie were like childhood friends.
I like that. Yeah.
So you knew Katie from your civilian life, and then I don't know if somebody moved or we just drifted or what, but like
Yeah.
we weren't as close, and now we are as close.
Yeah.
So,
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
And she started dating some dude.
yeah.
Suddenly, like, she wasn't around a lot anymore. And then, like, this church blew up, and she's gone all the time.
Yeah, we did blow up a church.
He didn't. That.
So I wonder if then, since we were childhood friends too, I wonder if I'm the one who asked about your identity, and you're like, no, not telling you. And it's like something I can't get out of your head, or wouldn't, because that's
Ooh,
rude.
interesting. Yeah.
Um,
I also like the group immunity to telepathy.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
we have to institute. Like, there's got to be some sort of like
we can't
clip
just walk
on.
through everyone's
Yeah, that's
head.
wild.
Well, I do think that it's interesting to keep it as the idea of like maybe one of you at some point wants to read my mind for like a big story effect, but like
Yeah.
we have as a friend group,
Right.
we're like we
Yep.
don't do this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's rude. It's
Yeah.
rude.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't read your diary either. That's
Wait, does that mean I do know your real identity? Ah, cool.
Yeah.
I am definitely the buzzer in your head whenever you're like, I wonder who she is, and you just hear like, move along.
fine. Fine.
Nice.
And we sort of established this isn't really like in the rules at all, but like you're kind of better at telepathy than I am,
Yeah.
and I'm a little better at telekinesis.
Yes.
So I'm the blunt instrument.
That's me. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
How dare you?
I can't fucking work like this. Kimi.
I'm the worst.
It's so pleasant, though. I actually like it.
There you go.
Nice.
So, Tappy, are you okay with Steve being the one I hurt when I lost control of my powers one time?
Sure.
The one time that I lost control
The
of my
only
powers?
time.
Especially if it's like the one time like the projector got damaged.
Oh, shit. I would feel so bad about that.
And also that would just be terrifying.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's a good one.
Okay.
Of like, wow, I almost actually really real died.
I think there's also like I think the science person, whoever that ends up being, who's kind of like your mentor, also can do like maybe they can't like recreate a projector like that, but they're able to help with repairs and stuff.
Right.
So because I don't want it to be a thing where like once you're damaged, like it's permanent. So
Well, there's actually a move
oh okay.
where I can get an extra condition called damaged.
Oh.
And then there's ways to fix it. If I have time and tools,
Okay.
then I can
Interesting.
fix
Nice.
it.
Okay.
And when it's marked, I take +1, or I take +1 to take a powerful blow.
Okay.
So,
Yikes.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's bad. It's all bad.
Wow.
But it is an extra condition.
Okay. Okay. I'll
Nice.
remember that.
What was your second one?
My second one's hang out all the time with blank to blow off steam.
This is the one I need the answer to?
Yeah, I feel like that could be you, but that feels easy.
Don't pick me!
Yeah, so then...
Also, I'm the reason you have steam to blow off. Get out of here with
right.
that.
Accurate.
So-
Yeah.
I think it's fun if it's Clippy because I
Yeah.
don't know who you are. And I was like, great, let's just go be weird and like jump around the city and like.
Hey, let's steal a steam car.
Yeah.
What? Why do they even still
Um,
have those?
Does that work for you if
That's
we
great.
pull off
I
steam
love that,
together?
yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Well, then I'm definitely, if it's okay with you, you were jealous of the relationship between your other half and Clippy. And you keep trying to interject yourself.
Don't call me Clippy.
I'm sorry. It's so easy.
Clip
Well,
Clippy,
Springer.
high def, the one that will not shut up.
If I knew your real name, I would
Oh my
address you
God.
as that.
Oh. I like that.
Sweet. And then when I have problems with my other half, I
HD.
talk to HD.
Yeah.
Are you high def? Is that your hero name?
Sure.
All right. Or 4K.
I mean, it was between that and Bungalow-fi.
I like that.
So high def is your hero name, and HD is kind of your nickname in the group when we're out on the thing.
Sure.
Okay.
And
like
then,
that?
yeah, or maybe somebody says lo-fi sometimes. Fuck you.
when they're mad at you. Okay. Good. All right. What do we fill them all out?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
okay.
it's time for influence.
Nice. Yes. All right. So the next piece is influence. So yeah.
Ooh, can I go first?
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, influence. You're receptive to how people think and behave around you.
What?
Give influence to all your teammates.
Hey,
yeah.
all right. So we all have influence over you.
And
Yeah.
Okay.
this doesn't give me influence over anybody. I don't know if it does
Yeah.
normally. But yeah.
And I don't have any like brilliant way to write this out. Every game I've played, I've written influence out a different way. Sometimes I
Yeah.
put little
I
stars
like
and
my
like
over-under chart.
yeah. I sometimes use plus sign and minus signs. So there's not really a place to write that in.
I just made a little thing.
I was
Yeah.
supposed to write your
Well,
guys' names. What are
great.
your guys' names again? 8,
10.
10,
Yeah.
As in
10,
perfect.
10
Yep.
fingers, 10 toes.
Yeah.
Tendai. And Emily, what was your character's mundane
It was
name again? Katie.
Katie Kid.
Kitty.
Kitty.
But we know you as Clip Springer
Yeah.
for the most
Well.
part.
Yeah.
Clippy. What do you mean, Clippy?
Yeah.
Clippy? Who has time to say, in the middle of a fight, I don't have time to say the whole thing, so I'm just going to call you Clippy. And it's not weird at
Clip
all.
Springer. It's Clip Springer. No, it's Clip Springer.
Thank you for using my name. Thank you.
I just want someone in chat to have gotten the Gemini yet.
I don't think they've gotten.
Damn it!
I mean, they might have just not said so.
They might have rolled their eyes so hard
Yeah.
that they fell over.
We lost a viewer on that one. Sorry about it.
Yeah. So to clarify, Jem and I. Yeah.
Tappy's
We did it! Our powers combined!
Tappy just got it.
I love puns so much. And that's amazing.
We worked on this.
Very good. All right, go through. You have your powers. on the side.
Oh,
of
hold on.
burn.
We're still doing influence, yeah?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, I started skipping ahead. I was
Cool.
excited.
Once again, I don't get to do any of my character creation until
Jason goes.
Jason does his character. I
Alright.
love this, by the way, because it's establishing this real inferiority complex in me that I can't wait to play with. So go on.
So I have
Yay.
I have two options. I can choose either a happy facade or
Facade?
Facade.
I just wanted to upset as many people.
I got hot.
Yeah, I got hives.
Or locked down. And I don't see myself as like happy-go-lucky. I'm gonna do my I don't know if I've said this yet. I'm gonna do my very best to play bad boy.
Nice.
Which
We believe in you, Jason.
I predict
Don't
varied levels of
believe it.
success.
And I'm gonna do my best to not play an edgelord.
Yeah.
Which
So we're
Not
swapping.
Yeah.
Tappy and I are swapping characters.
I understand what I am. I will play a bitch.
So I'm going to choose lockdown and give influence to one teammate.
Okay.
We gain influence over each other at the start of every session.
Yeah.
So I
Don't pick me.
think it's Clippy because we blow off steam together.
Yeah.
And so you have influence over me.
Okay.
Sibling.
And that's it.
So you gave out one.
Yeah.
This is amazing. Are you more or less trusting than your other half? Less.
I was gonna say.
I will give out less influence, which is none.
Woof.
Move along.
Woof.
I look at my teammates. They seem to have this superhero thing figured out. Give 2 of them
Oh
influence
no,
over me.
that's not true. What?
And yeah, I think 10 and Nate are cool.
Oh my god.
And they both have influence
And you're
over
really cool
me.
too.
Nice. So influence is really important in this game specifically because teenagers are easily influenced by each other. Shocking.
Yep.
But it actually does influence the mechanics and different things. So when people roll and things like that,
Yeah.
who you have influence over and who has influence over you can drastically affect things.
So everyone has influence over me,
Mm-hmm.
and I have influence over no one. All right.
Welcome
Sorry.
newborn.
Cool. I got this.
You're the newborn. That tracks.
That makes sense. Sorry, now.
My Xbox doesn't have influence over me.
Whoa.
Fuck you.
I'm getting into character.
Right. I have to.
And that's a lie.
I have to agree with that. And it does actually
Yeah.
have influence over you. Yeah.
It has so much.
So much.
It affects your emotions.
All of them.
All right, so the next part is burn. So,
No, that's
No,
just
it's
This
just
is your-
moves.
yeah,
it's
Ours are
moves.
called burn.
Moves.
or powers, whatever. They're all different things for each book. So you read the directions and follow them
Yeah.
because they're different. So
Okay.
Mine just
basically,
says,
your powers.
mine just says Janice moves, which is the most boring.
That's okay.
So it's like, hey,
These are my
vanilla.
moves.
These are the things.
Yeah.
Let's go around the table and do you have a question, Steve?
Well, no, I have a weird thing to do.
Okay. Ready to go.
I have the a blank slate thing.
Ooh.
So you were created with a basic understanding of the world. When you learn something that helps you make sense of the world, write it down as a lesson. Fill in 2 lessons when you create your character. Fill in the other 2 when you've learned those lessons in play.
Nice.
So the first one I'm filling in, which is I am exactly what it says on the tin. And I think that Steve, like his shape defines him, like in a very, very real way, and he deals with the world as like creating real things that you can see that do what it looks like they do. Like if he's going to create a radar, like there's going to be a backpack and there's going to be a thing over his head and there's going to be a boop, boop, like
Nice.
a little spinny thing, and it looks like a radar, and then it does radar things.
Yeah.
So, like, I think that his like basic understanding of how things work is things are what they seem.
Yeah.
'Cause that
Nice.
is totally going to work out.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's perfect.
I like
Nice.
it.
And then the next one, I kind of want you guys to give me, which is a superhero should blink.
Win.
Now,
Win.
We both thought it. We both thought that. That was from both of us.
The GM directions are the ones I got when I bought the game. So I know you sent them to me and I'm lame and I didn't realize they were different. Are these things that we're supposed to fill in now ahead of time?
Yes.
Okay.
This is still part of our
I
like.
fill
move
in
section.
2 lessons when you create your character.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
So
And
then we'll
then-
fill out the other ones
right.
as we play. That makes sense.
I just want to say, I think a superhero should save everybody.
That's what
You
I said.
should 100% listen to her and not us.
That's what I said, though.
Oh man, that's gonna be really tough.
It was from both of us.
Save
We both said the bad thing.
everybody, which means win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's basically what we said. So, I mean, it's fine.
Thank goodness I have you, Katie.
Yeah.
So is it Caddy? You're from Africa. Why are you white? Sorry, it's just gonna be Mean Girls. I'm sorry.
All right. So, and then the other two will fill in as we play. That's
Yeah.
Awesome. That feels very masks to me. That's why I was wondering. I'm like, this feels like a thing that needs to get filled in as we play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Cool.
So the rest of it, just how it works. When you embody one of your lessons, shift one label up and one label down, your choice.
Okay.
If you cause a misunderstanding, collateral damage, or unintended consequences in the process, mark potential.
That's just a teenager.
Yeah.
Yep.
Uh,
Absolutely.
That's the teenager playbook. Yeah.
when you reject one of your lessons, reject its influence as if it were an NPC. If you choose to have it lose influence over you, erase that lesson and write a new one in its stead.
Cool. Awesome. Somebody's tapping something. I don't know what it is. Right. I don't know. There's lots of things moving, so glare at all of you. Continuing.
Done.
Next, who wants to read their things?
Why don't I read my flares? Because then Aabria has.
I can't go until you
follow-up.
go.
Yeah. So I picked Reality Storm,
Okay.
which lets me.
We picked Reality
Yeah.
Storm.
So we have two that are the same, and then I have two that she doesn't have, and she has two that I don't have.
Nice. Okay, I like that balance.
So Reality Storm lets us roll Freak instead of Danger to directly engage a threat. Then I have Move, which you don't have.
Correct.
But you have Overcharge.
I'll say mine.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, no, I
Well, I
have
just want to say which ones we have the same.
I have that. I don't know.
Yeah, okay. Move lets me spend burn to like break through any kind of barriers in the scene,
Okay.
which I think could also be interesting as a telepathic use, you know, of like breaking through someone's mind, but probably not elegantly. And then Overcharge, you channel the full capacity of your incredible powers to overcome an obstacle, reshape your environment, or extend your senses. Spend 2 burn to just take 10 plus on Unleash Your Powers, which we both have, and sorry about it.
That's fine.
I'm not sorry.
I am prepared.
Sorry, not sorry.
Yes.
And then I also have Snatch. What's funny?
What? I'll explain it to you later.
Okay.
fine.
In our brains.
I can grab stuff.
Okay, cool. Nice.
He can use his hands. Nice. Okay, so in addition to Reality Storm and Overcharge, I have Shielding, which I think it's just spend a burn to defend someone. Nice.
And you get to roll Freak instead of Savior.
Okay, cool. And then Elemental Awareness, which I want to use with my telepathy to basically like read the brain to read the room, like read anyone's like mental state on it to get like a map of what's going on in the situation.
Interesting. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
Because the element is the mind.
Yes, it is.
Cool.
that
That's
thing?
it. Oh, sorry. I do have a bond and distinction situation.
Okay.
Yeah.
So at character creation, I start with 2 of a kind, and then I get to pick a second bond. So 2 of a kind is when time passes, you and your other half gain influence over each other. When you or your other half pierces the other's mask, mark a condition to take a 10 plus.
Okay.
So we are always in each other's heads, and it usually goes very badly. And then fastball special. So when we perform a coordinated fighting maneuver with your other half, say who takes the lead and who assists. The leader rolls the adult move, overwhelm a vulnerable foe, and the assistant marks a condition.
Okay.
Once again, when we work together, it's good, but also very bad.
Very bad.
Yeah.
I love the fastball special. It's just like my favorite thing.
Yeah. Toss me.
This is my surprise face.
Stop. Okay.
All right, Katie, what are your powers?
I start with the mask, which is you wear a mask and hide your real identity. Choose which label you try to embody while wearing your mask. I chose Savior.
Nice.
Once per session, you can affirm either your heroic or secret identity to switch your mundane with your mask's label. You reveal your secret identity to someone who didn't know it already. Mark potential. I also have mild-mannered. When I try to use my civilian identity to deceive, trick, or slip past someone, roll plus mundane. On a hit, they buy your facade. On a 7 to 9, there's some conditions. On a miss, one of your civilian obligations rears its ugly head. I also chose I'll Save You. You're willing to pay high costs to keep your loved ones safe. Reveal your secret identity to someone watching or mark a condition to defend a loved one as if you rolled a 12+.
Nice.
So that's like when Spider-Man rips his mask off at every opportunity.
All the
when
time.
really
Constantly.
Yeah.
his identity is really in jeopardy, except takes his mask off immediately.
I am really busy. I have a secret identity, so my mundane life comes with a series of obligations. Choose a total of 3. I have a job as a salesperson at the last Borders in the world. Is at this mall. And I work there. And they have like a not quite Starbucks in there, so like that's, you know, so I think maybe we can hang out there. But yes, I do work at the last Borders in the world. I am on the student government. I am the treasurer. Very unusual for a sophomore, but I did it.
Nice.
And I am the surrogate parent to my sister Claire, which is why I don't live at the academy.
Oh, I love it.
Got to check up on her.
Heck yeah.
That makes sense. Perfect.
And then as time passes, I roll plus mundane to see how I'm managing my obligations.
Fantastic.
I actually forgot to say what my moves were.
Oh, okay.
I did the thing that wasn't my moves.
That's fine.
So my moves are a mind of their own. Your powers evolve and mutate. When you are facing an obstacle or threat that your powers would not be able to deal with, you can mark a condition to gain brand new abilities adapted to the situation. You lose these new powers once the danger is gone.
Okay.
And then damage. You get an additional condition called damaged. While marked, you take +1 and take a powerful blow. To clear the damage condition, you need time, external help, or special equipment or abilities.
Nice. Cool. All right, we made it to the back of the playbook, everyone.
Hey. I'm so proud of us.
We're so good. Okay. And we haven't been here super long. So we don't have to do a lot of stuff on the back. We've got Moment of Truth and we've got Team Moves. I'd just like you to read those out just so kind of everybody knows about those. Also on the back is Potential. We mark those. That's kind of like this pbta's version of XP. As you mark them, you can then take advancements once you fill up all 5 of the little boxes. I don't think it's super important for us to read through all that right now, so we're just going to read your Moment of Truth and your Team Move. Ready?
I'm
Aabria,
gonna go
first.
Yeah.
Sorry to everyone listening at home.
Nope, I'm sorry about it. Oopsie. When you trigger your moment of truth, choose. Are you working with your other half or are you on your own? If you're working with your other half, use the text of their moment of truth and treat it as it applies to both of you. Remember to lock your label and switch a bond to a distinction because you'll probably never reach these heights of perfect connection of being one ever again. If you're on your own, use the following text. You're on your own. It's like missing an arm, like fighting naked, like holding your breath. You're missing something vital, but you're moving faster than ever, thinking faster than ever, doing things you couldn't even do when relying on both of your strength combined. And it's hitting you hard. You can do this without them, and you can win. It's going to be hard to come down off this high and rejoin them afterwards, isn't it?
Nice. That's very good.
Love it.
And my 2 moves, when one of you shares a moment of vulnerability or shares a triumphant celebration without the other one present, mark a condition to mark potential. Yo, we are so codependent.
That's healthy and normal.
It's super fun, and this is great.
Awesome. Emily, why don't you go next?
The moment of truth. The mask is a lie, and some piece of you has always known that. Doesn't matter if others can see it. You're the one that can do the impossible. Mask off, costume on, and you're going to save the damn day. Of course, you better hope nobody nasty is watching. Team Moves. When you share a triumphant celebration with someone, ask them if they see you as the person wearing the mask or the person underneath. If the former, mark potential and clear a condition. If the latter, take influence over them if you reveal yourself. When you share a vulnerability or weakness with someone, tell them a secret about who you really are. Give them influence and shift your mundane up and your mask's label down.
Nice. Very good. Either one of you, it's fine.
Go ahead.
Something snaps into focus, and suddenly you're a full thing, true and complete. You'd never known how fragmented you were before, if not for this moment. You're not a series of individual lessons. You're not a series of subroutines and programs. You're a person. This must be what it feels like to be human. And this fullness, It gives you a control over yourself, a unity of purpose you've never experienced before. Of course, now that you're showing off all your potential, it's only a matter of time before someone comes forward to reduce you to a machine again. 10.
I have no idea what you're talking about. What? You've never not been a machine, so I don't know what that means.
When you share a triumphant celebration with someone, ask them what makes them proud or happy about the actions they took, and write a lesson based on it, either filling an empty slot or replacing an existing lesson. When you share a vulnerability or weakness with someone, if their response helps you understand human feelings and problems, mark potential. If their response confuses or offends you, shift your freak up and your mundane down.
Nice. Very good.
Your mind's eye opens, and you can see the world around like never before. You can control it at will, with ease. Of course, warping reality tends to have ramifications down the line, but in your moment of godhood, how could you possibly be worried?
No, nothing could go wrong with that.
Yeah, what?
That seems fine.
So it's super chill.
When
Chill
you
power.
share a triumphant celebration with someone, ask them if there is any fear in their eyes when they look at you. If they say no, take +1 forward and mark potential. If they say yes, immediately shift your danger up and savior down. When you share a vulnerability or weakness with someone, tell them how they could stop you if it came down to it. Give them influence over you and clear a condition.
I love all of these. So
Nice.
it's so well written.
Yeah.
Curse this very good game.
It's a very good game.
Agreed.
Awesome. Well, that is the completion of our playbooks.
Yay!
Very exciting. And so now we're going to play a little bit of this game I heard of called Decuma.
Never heard of it.
What?
What? Decuma, if will you shuffle those, and if we shuffle those.
Wait.
All right. Decuma is, if you haven't heard of it, you can find it at goldenlassogames.com/Decuma. It was written by me. It's very exciting. And basically it's a world creation game. It's not an RPG in and of itself. You use tarot cards to make stuff and connections between characters, things like that. We're actually skipping the character connection part tonight. And you do that simply by leaving out a section of the cards that are labeled and clearly labeled.
Wow, that game sounds really modular and customizable.
Yeah,
I enjoy
so
that.
nice. Since Mask has fantastic character connections, I don't feel a need to add more to that. So we're just going to use the location cards, which are going to help us flesh out both Idolon Academy and Hyperion High. Or High
High for
yeah,
sure.
100%. And even the city around and parts of your families, kind of like you can fill in whatever you want with the cards. And then there are the major arcana cards, which are more group dynamics and how you relate to the world around you. And again, it can be Idolon Academy, Hyperion High, it can be your personal lives, all of that stuff. So it's very exciting.
Can
Yes.
the unofficial mascot of Hype High be the Hype Train?
That's very funny. Ooh, okay, I can't reach those yet.
This one?
Yeah, why don't we have everyone do 2 blue cards and 2 purple cards.
Thank you.
And if you want to sign up for updates on the Kickstarter for this game, this is going to take place.
Did you say 2 and 2?
Yes.
Do you need cards?
I'm sorry. Please finish
Yes.
that plug.
Sorry. Yes, sorry. We're going to be doing a Kickstarter for Decuma starting in 2020, probably in February.
Oh, yeah.
What a good month to do a Kickstarter.
Right? So my Kickstarter manager, Aabria.
Is that because it's 022020?
No, you
Nope.
nerd.
It's because it's after the holidays
February 20th.
and before I get
Very
super
good.
busy.
Yeah.
But now it's going to be that.
Yeah.
So,
Oops.
02202020.
Yeah.
2. It's like spelling banana. I don't know where to stop with the 2s and 0s.
All the things. Okay, so
Banana.
the blue cards are location cards, and the purple cards are the major arcana cards. So those are the group dynamics. You can put them out however you'd like. We're going to flip over. First, we're going to start with location cards. We already have some basics, like lines for us to then color in. So yeah, feel free to kind of do things. If a card, I'm sorry, there's one more thing. If a card creates something with another person at the table, another PC, Yeah, there's already some out there, but I want to make sure I go over that too. Then please make sure you have their consent when you're creating those connections and that they're okay with it. There's also X cards literally all over this table. People bring them and leave them. So X cards are used in this game for pretty much any reason. If you dislike a question, you're like, hey, this is boring. I feel like we already know this. Like, what high school do you go to? That's not a question, but if you've got a question, I already know that. X that out. That's boring. I want a new card, and then you can just discard it and draw a new card. If it's something you're uncomfortable with, like, hey, we're naming the principal Steve. Wait, that's my character's name. No. Like, you can X that out, like, whatever you want. That's my dad's name. That's weird. I don't want that, as the sexy teacher. Like, whatever it is. All those things. So pretty much any reason to just, like, no, and we'll pull away from whatever kind of path we're going with for creating it, or you can just flip to a new card. I think that's everything. And we pretty much have everything else. There's a whole thing in Decuma about setting up the tone, setting up the setting, and all of that. We've done that, so we don't need to go through
Very
that.
serious.
Yes.
Super
So,
serious.
All right, I got it.
All right. Who would like to flip over one of their blue cards first?
Emily,
Emily.
Oh my god.
I volunteer you as tribute.
I've dreamed of this moment.
You have played Decuma like the most recent of anybody.
Okay. Someone in our location makes sure everything gets done. Who is that person?
Other than you.
You're our only hope.
Well, this will be interesting too because all Decuma uses the generic word location. So when you flip over your card, I feel like the person flipping over the card can specify. Is it going to be Idolon Academy? Is it going to be Hype High? Is it going to be
The mall?
What is it going to
Halcyon
be?
City?
Yeah,
Are we,
anything.
writing, are we actually like writing onto a physical piece of paper, like locations and stuff?
Yes, we will totally do that.
Okay.
Why don't you start first?
I think that Idolon Academy has a Hagrid type figure
Yeah.
who kind of does everything. I'm gonna say they're an alien from.
Oh, sweet.
Ooh.
Nobody's quite sure from where. They use they them pronouns, but human conceptions of gender mean essentially nothing. to
Yeah,
them.
respect.
What do they look like?
They are. They like all we see of them is a tentacle.
Just one tentacle?
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
Just like
I hate
Tappy.
it.
and like
So good.
it wears a little hat so that because it thinks that like we'll
what
find it
people
more
do.
approachable.
I'll blend right in now. Humans wear hats.
Like, haha, I am the Janus.
But
I-
yeah, I think that his official name is unpronounceable. So because we're Gen Z kids, we call him Squidward
Yeah.
Squidward.
That's
Yeah.
or them Squidward.
Yeah.
I approve this message.
Okay, so are we going to draw this in? I don't want to build a map.
Well, yeah, for this one, I don't know if we need to build a map for this specifically. That is one of the things in Decuma. It can give you a specific location map. But since we have so many locations we're working with this one, I don't know. If we start fleshing out things specifically about one location, we can start drawing it in if you want.
Okay.
So, as needed, there's a white piece of paper if you'd like to start drawing things.
I'm gonna draw a tentacle wearing a hat.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Squidward makes sure things get done.
Yeah,
Is that
I think
yeah.
he's probably like extra dimensional. They're probably extra dimensional, and this tentacle, it should not have given them the name of a character from SpongeBob. Because now I'm gonna.
That's
great.
Their tentacle swarms in and does stuff,
Nice.
so that's how they can access the whole school because they're technically outside our dimension.
They're, yeah.
Nice.
You're like Squidwent.
Yeah.
Could this tentacle be wearing like the cute hipster witch hat, like the black, like round fedora?
it has
with
to
the-
change.
I see the blue wizard hat with the stars and
Maybe
stuff
it's
on it, like
different.
the
Nope,
Mickey
that's
hat.
100% not what I said.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
heard what
your
I
thing.
said.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't care if we don't do it, but like, you heard what I
Yeah,
said.
I know what that is.
I heard. Yeah, we got it.
They wear a little witch's
Babe.
hat.
Oh God! Oh, she does that. I'm sorry.
So I'm
an
gonna need
obnoxious
more
babe.
wine.
I feel like it changes like based on the season.
Ooh, I like that.
Sometimes it has like the little like winter earmuffs on it and like winter like just like I'm sorry because I'm a teacher and everyone like puts their cheesy decorations around their classroom at different points of the school year. I feel like that's like part of it.
I stand
October,
Squidward.
so they're wearing a little witch's hat. Tomorrow there's gonna be like a pilgrim cap.
Yeah. Will you write their name and stuff on there so just so I can remember
Like
that later?
a snowman's top hat.
Yeah. Nice.
I have no choice but to stand.
Squidward, the extra dimensional.
Tentacle.
Hall
Janitor.
monitor.
Tantalizing.
Yeah.
I also like
Yeah.
that, like when you see it, like hops very slowly, and then like you go into another room and it's there.
Does it hop or does it
No,
just
it's
reach
just
up
like
from
it's
wherever?
like you're like, okay, I'm gonna go to the lab and there's a mess there. Can you come? Like you meet it in the hall, and then you run back to the lab, and it like a little thing opens up in reality, and it's
Oh,
tentacle.
and so
Yes.
it's
So
just
it goes.
so it's just everywhere.
It has a little hat on. Yeah.
Oh my god, I love Squidward.
I have to not think about it too much.
I think about it a lot.
Yeah.
Mm.
Aabria,
Oh
why don't
my.
you flip over one of yours?
Hula. Our location had a recognizable feature that was destroyed. What was it, and who destroyed it?
I don't know who destroyed it.
I'm gonna X card this because,
Okay.
like, we just didn't know stuff about that.
Sure.
Cool. Okay. You used to be close to someone in our location, but that ended. Who and what happened? You know what? There was we're kind of like the squad for our age cohort, and I think there's like a slightly older age cohort that was like pretty close to us. That we got a little uppity and tried to like fight above our weight. And they had to come and like bail us. Like they were on their way to do like a really cool like mission in space, but they had to come bail us out of some like raggedy bullshit that we couldn't handle. So
So like the senior class.
yeah,
Yeah.
so like
Yeah.
the just graduated seniors. There's a really cool
Nice.
dude. I don't know. Someone else could think of a name that I liked a bunch. And now he won't give me the time.
Okay, nice. Yeah, let's go through real quick. I was kind of picturing you guys like
Kevin.
mid high school
Sounds
age,
Kevin.
but can we go around and kind of share like where we see our ages?
11th grade?
Everyone?
Yeah,
Like 11?
17.
Like, grades a better way to do it. That's what I know better
Yeah.
than kids' ages actually.
I definitely am vibing on 15-year-old sophomore.
Okay,
Nice.
nice.
I'm somewhere in the middle.
Okay, well, you appear that
Yeah, I
age.
feel that way.
Yeah.
I'm really like 6.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Nice. Okay.
So which class do you walk around? Like, are you technically like a sophomore or a junior?
I think I have no idea. Where am I? Let me know.
I feel like if you just showed up and you had no records, like maybe they did like a test. Like what do you know? And you have like, I mean, can you access like the internet?
Well, I mean, Steve knows how to do stuff.
Right.
Just doesn't have any like real memories and stuff.
Right.
So yeah, I'm sure you know how to do that
Okay.
kind of thing. Not like a genius or anything.
No, but it's like, oh yeah, I happen to know this
Or,
because
yeah, or you're like, oh, I can access the internet computer,
yeah,
and then doesn't have to know how to access the internet
yeah,
because the computer does what he thinks a computer should.
right. Okay.
Kevin,
No,
you turn
I-
in multiple people.
I'll say that I'm in that grade too. I'm in the upper grade.
Okay.
Junior?
Well, nah, screw it. I'm not gonna be with you guys. I'm gonna be with her.
Okay.
sweet.
Nice.
Yeah.
2 and 2 feels good.
Yeah, that's good.
Nice. Okay. Perfect. And we've got this
Shall
hottie
I?
McCotterton.
Yeah,
Who
his
can
name's
turn into
Kevin.
multiple people.
Yeah, multiple Kevin.
Yeah.
The dream.
They call him Multiple Kevin. That's his
Multiple
superhero name.
Kevin.
MK.
Okay.
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 He keeps pretending it's like
Okay.
Moon Knight or something cool, and
Yeah.
now it's just multiple Kevin. Son.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Okay.
All right.
Nice.
Your actions cut you off from a group that's important to our location. Who? What did you do?
What did you do?
I don't know that this really applies, so I'm going to draw a different one.
Okay.
X.
It's just being so good with the X card.
Yeah. That's fine.
For the demonstrating its
Ooh,
use.
I like this a lot. Our location is celebrated for something that happened in the past, not the mall. What happened?
The mall's fine. I
We
think.
did save most of an airplane.
Yeah.
So which
And
location are you
most
going
of
to
the
talk
mall.
about?
Actually, I kind of want to say Hyperion High.
Okay.
Like the regular high school is famous for doing a good, and I'm wondering what we did. I'm open to ideas. Celebrated for something that happened in the past.
Some sort of Guinness World Record.
Oh,
It's like really mundane, but also
Yeah.
everybody's really proud of it.
Like the number of cigar boxes you can balance on your chin.
probably not at a high school, but like maybe memorizing digits of pi.
Okay.
We all just
Or,
recite it together.
yeah, I
That's
mean,
a
you just
solid
have to
idea.
remember some of them, and I'll remember the other ones.
Exactly. Just
All you
someone
have
has
to
to be
do
looking
is
at the computer. And then
somebody
we'll
just read it off. And
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. That's definitely what we're doing. Perfect.
Well, I feel like it should be something that includes like the whole school.
Yeah.
No, we all recited it together.
The whole thing. Everybody learned as much of it as they could.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I can fit into the smallest box.
Right?
Yeah, you came with like a tote bag. Got it on Amazon.
I kind of
Alright.
like that answer because I feel like, okay, so the four of you maybe were key in that.
Yeah.
Katie, because she worked her ass off and memorized that much.
Yeah.
The two of you, because you like kind of cheated and you
Fucking
each learned
cheated.
half of
That's the
it.
word you want.
I feel like you were the one that was like reading it out of someone's brain that was reading it on a computer.
Yeah.
And I was the one that like overclocked my power, so we all recited it together.
And then
I think I was reading it on the computer.
Yeah, you just thought, like, yeah.
So wait, I actually learned it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
the smart one.
I feel like that feels like the truth.
Yeah, we've established that.
Yeah.
That's accurate.
Nice. Yeah, and then Tappy, because you're linked in with computers, and yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, are you connected to the internet?
If I want to be.
Well, why?
Sweet.
Nice. That's very helpful.
Cool. That's mine.
Yep. Nice. Very good.
We recited.
I mean,
pi.
I have to make a thing that can connect to the internet.
Yeah.
So, if I do that, yeah.
Just start writing.
But it'll be
pieces
like
of math.
some like bullshit 4G thing.
I did.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Yeah, like we're in like the middle of like Yosemite or something.
Yeah.
And it's really tough.
Yeah. But if you're in the middle of class,
Yeah. So
yeah. I feel like
that
that's
just has to still be a thing.
Yeah.
Like, I'll make an iPhone. He's like, take that iPhone away from me.
Yeah.
Make
Take
another
another
iPhone.
one. Yeah. I feel like that's where we're going to run into this the most is in class. Through no personal or life experience in any way.
Mm-mm.
Tappy, flip over one of your location cards.
Haha. Our location has a valuable resource. What is it? How does it help us?
Maybe Idolon?
Well, I mean, there's already an interdimensional gate, so I mean,
Is
what
it a-
more do we need?
Yeah. I feel like that's not a gate. Like you can't. I don't feel like you can use
It's not
Squidward
both
to
ways.
go
Yeah.
places.
Like free snacks.
I don't know.
They definitely would have like tech that most people wouldn't have access to. That's boring.
I,
you can
I
accept-
already have that though, kind of with
Yeah.
my playbook. So I think I'm gonna get a new one.
Cool.
Noise.
What resources are squandered in our location? That's more
There
like
we
it.
go.
Yeah.
What did we use them for?
All of them.
That's a much more fun question.
Well, we did some shenanigans with the computer lab.
At Idolon Academy or at Hyperion High?
At High Pi.
Okay.
We blew it up.
We blew it up.
Stop saying we. I swear. to God.
Yeah, I think we had to do something to like break into some sort of thing. Like, I don't know if Katie does any hacking or anything like that, but we did some like crazy bullshit putting together all of the computers, and maybe somebody changed their grades. But we managed to hack into something probably dumb.
Nice.
Like we
know-
like
I know how to hack. I would never let you cheat.
You literally can't stop me. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for your.
But yeah, so we had to hack something, and it just blew everything,
Okay.
all of the computers and everything up.
Okay.
So there are no iPads, there are no laptops, there are no computers. All of that is just like cut off for poor High Pi.
Oh.
We're on technology restriction.
Oh,
Yeah.
let's see.
I feel like
But I would
Yeah.
never cheat
Like,
off of you, Katie.
Actually,
I would never cheat off of you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's rude.
yeah.
I know, but I would get a better grade. So I'm just letting you know that like I'm sacrificing this for our friendship.
Yeah, I feel like Katie would need a really good reason to do that. So maybe you guys found that someone else had tampered with the grades.
well, no, I was
Oh.
kidding about the grade
Oh,
thing.
okay.
I think we did like some sort of like thing we thought was important,
Okay.
and ended up blowing everything up.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
it might actually not have done anything. Like, we tried to hack a thing and failed.
And really,
Because-
it's nobody's fault. That's
And
the
on the way,
important
if
thing.
Nate saw his grades, who can say
Yes.
what would happen?
It's no one's fault.
Right. Of course.
Maybe it's your fault.
Nice. All right, let's do a purple card.
Purple.
Doesn't sound right.
Yeah, that's fair.
Ooh. Our group was given information that we ignored. What did we learn and what happened?
Whoops.
Somebody shut up. A bad thing is going to happen here. I went,
A sign at the computer lab that says no hacking.
Uh,
Don't take that as a suggestion. It's not an actual
I do
suggestion.
think that this universe has a Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, like Holy Trinity
Okay.
equivalent. I think we were told that one of them has been turned
Oh.
unknowingly. We heard it from a dying man, of course.
yeah, yep.
And he doesn't know which one. He just heard it through the criminal grapevine.
One of the big
Nice.
three
Yeah.
is
Yeah,
bad.
and I particularly took it to heart because I'm starting to suspect my dad was not.
Oh,
Oh.
that's
Level.
hard. Okay.
So he might have been working with
I like that.
whomever is.
Nice.
Really good.
Very good. I forgot to flip over my card the first time. I was so excited about those answers. So, for the group, we're going to all agree on how did. Oh, we already did that. I'm Xing that card. Oh, give me a
in front of
purple,
you.
purple one.
Where's the
It's in
purple?
front of you.
Purple's right
It's
in
in
front
Oh,
of
it's
you.
totally.
I hid them.
Something happened that broke the trust in our group. What was it, and how did we get past it? So something in the past that's already been resolved.
Yeah.
Because we did get past it.
Yeah, and it can be a mundane thing. It doesn't have to be a super thing. Like maybe it was something that happened at school or something like that too. Ideas?
I think if Nate really was like cheating hard, you'd be pretty Clippy would be pretty upset about that, right?
Yeah, I also think my pitch was going to be that Nate and Katie kiss.
Oh,
Oh.
I want both, please.
yeah.
Cool.
I'm cool with that.
Can that be the first time that like I violated our "I will not ever read your mind" rule?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I was like, something's happening. You're good at like popping me out when
I like
it
this,
needs to
but I
be.
also want to make sure that Steve is involved.
Oh no, I totally just like glazed out and didn't understand what was going on there. Can you guys say that again?
So Nate cheated. Katie found out about it and was upset about that. But they shared like a moment and kissed,
Yeah.
which made
you do.
which made 10 like upset and like read her mind
I
for the first
figured
time.
it out. Like I had suspicions, and then broke into your mind to like get an answer, which was a double oopsie.
Were you,
Did anybody end up lying in this?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, constantly.
Yeah, I lied about cheating a bunch.
Cool,
Yeah.
because I don't think that that Steve really had a good idea of what lying is.
Oh, so we
We
demoed
all
it.
just lied.
And then
Yeah,
you
we-
just like did it. And you're like, wait a second, you guys just said something that you didn't do,
Yeah.
and you did things you said you didn't do, and I don't understand what's going on here.
Yeah.
can also, I love that. Can I also add the layer that maybe you're the one who accidentally tipped off 10 to their kiss?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Ah.
they put their faces really close
Hey.
to each other. I don't know
I
what
was
that
like,
was
oh, this
about.
was awesome. They're kissing.
No, you didn't say kissing because I need to like confirm it in her
Oh, right.
mind. So can you get like close to it?
Yeah.
Like
They were doing. I don't know. They were really like together.
I don't know. I guess you
I
can
don't
say
know.
it's kissing. It's fine. And I'll be
They
like,
were-
What?
And like,
They were mouth touching.
they were
mouth
they were
hugs.
reading each other's lips.
What?
They were reading each other's lips
I don't.
with their lips.
I don't understand.
Yeah,
What?
that's good. And confusing.
Very
I like
good.
that.
I'm gonna break the room a little bit. Hey guys. Hey guys. What's up?
Nice.
So I think that Steve was not a little was quite sad that they would lie to each other
Yeah.
like this, and what have they been saying
Right.
to him?
Yeah.
Nice.
No, absolutely.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
that's
like
so
that
good.
very much.
that's good
Oh,
drama right
man.
there.
Oh, I love this game. Okay. Very good. Both Decuma and Masks because
Yes.
teenage superheroes are so good. Okay. Very good. Fantastic. Let's go. Tappy, why don't you flip over a purple card?
Purple card. There is another group that are allies. Who are they, and why do we trust them? I think it'd be a little easy to like say it's another like group in Idolon. So maybe like something outside of Idolon.
Sure.
Like I don't know.
Maybe it's the like French girls' school.
Yeah.
Bobaton.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get to that word. I was like,
gonna
I
do a
can't
pun.
remember.
I think of what?
I think we all pictured like the blue out. Like,
Yeah,
we all got there.
absolutely. I just couldn't. I couldn't make Bobaton come out of my mouth. Come on.
It's okay because in the movies it was Bo Batten.
Oh God.
God.
Muggles.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's another school.
Okay, cool.
And why do we trust them? Because our school is a nightmare. No. Because
Another super
Squidward
school,
said-
you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because Squidward told us to.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Sweet.
So they're
They're
an Idolon type of school,
I think they're an Idolon type of school, but they aren't in Halcyon City.
right?
Okay.
They're like across.
They're
the world or
across the
something.
way, and Squidward's
nice.
like there's a time that we needed help or something.
Yeah.
Within like the 6, I guess probably more like a month. I've been around now at this
Yeah.
point.
Maybe we
And
were on a
Squidward's
field
like, hey
trip.
guys, I
Yeah.
got you guys need help. You should talk to these people.
Okay.
Okay, sweet.
And so we did.
I like it.
Excellent. I want you
Cool.
each to think. We don't have to do this right now, but I want you each to think of someone who goes to that school. So each of you create an NPC that goes to that school that your character either not loves, but like either bonded with and feels
Yeah.
really positive about, or
Can
feels
we call
really
it-
negative about.
It's like our sister school.
Yeah, it's like your sister school.
Nice.
Did somebody say the name of the school and I blanked
Nope.
out?
Nope.
No,
We've not come
okay.
up with a name. I feel like we can
Is it
Yeah.
French?
marinate on that for a little while.
It took us at least 2 months to come up with the name of this school.
so
I think it's called Stella Rosa.
Everybody who knows me knows that I'm very indecisive about
Oh,
things.
it's totally an
especially
Italian
me.
school.
Yeah, Stella Rosa and
Done.
Italy. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It's on brand. Nice. Okay, very good. But yeah, you can send those to me in Slack between now and the next session. So.
Sweet.
Am I next?
Sure.
All right. All right. Our group had a streak of bad luck and nearly ended. I feel like we just had a almost breakup
Yeah.
question,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna drop that
Nope,
for
nope,
a
nope.
different one.
Yeah,
Thank
perky.
you.
Okay.
Our group saved something important. What was it, and how did we save it?
Our friendship.
You succeeded. Amazing.
What if there's a what was that like not bar in Buffy that high schoolers went to?
Oh, that cool ass club.
The bronze.
Yeah,
The bronze.
The bronze, yeah. I think we have like the silver.
I hate it. Perfect.
Okay.
The tin.
That was really good.
The brass.
Oh, you're here all the time, and I'm calling you Nate Silver. Blah, blah, blah.
Flint Iron Stag.
Play guitar.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like a all ages club / bar that we definitely don't drink at.
Yeah.
Because
That would be bad.
That'd be illegal.
we drink.
Just have milkshakes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come
Oh
on.
my god, they can put Kahlua in the milkshake. Do you want that? Honey, you work so hard.
You deserve it.
Yeah, treat yourself. You should drink Chardonnay like the mom you definitely are.
All right, so you saved the silver. Very nice. All right. Pretty good.
Sweet. What does the group believe is the punishment for evil deeds?
Ooh.
Yeah, this is a good one.
Yeah.
I think there is an understanding that, like, with great power comes great responsibility, and
Oh, that's a
There-
I haven't
there's
heard
a-
that before.
it's in the Bible. It's weird. But like, there's this a hyper awareness across like Idolon that like there's a threshold you can pass and become a villain, and I think we all live in fear of that like appellation.
Nice.
So
yeah.
villains are villains because people call them villains, not because of what they do specifically.
No, it's not a self-declaration.
This is Steve not understanding.
Okay, yeah. No, it's not a self-declaration like I'm the villain. It's-
Exactly. It's other people calling you a villain.
Okay.
This is going to take a little longer than we've got for tonight.
Is it like a good place, bad place points? type
Yeah,
system?
yeah, and I think everyone fears the like that tipping point and that they'll like know it and feel it. It's somewhere between good place, bad place, and like the Sith Jedi problem
Yeah.
of being raised in that like fear of at some point you will become it and you don't get to decide it and that's just what you are.
Well, I got detention once, and I'm pretty sure I'm happy.
Yeah,
with
there we go.
So we're Kantians here, right?
Perfect.
All right.
Very good.
All right.
Cool. All right.
More purple? Or are
Let's
you
do.
doing
Oh yeah, I've got to do one purple. Thank you guys for remembering how to play my game better than I do. Each character decide what. Oh, we already did that one. going to flip it over because I want to. Each character should decide what tempts them to leave the group.
It's probably my music career.
Yeah.
It's not, it doesn't exist, but
That's a very,
yeah.
nice. So what do you play?
Guitar.
Guitar.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
If I could find my dad, then he could be the clip springer again, and I could just be normal.
Yeah.
If I could figure out how to be a hero without you, I would. She doesn't think that like that's a thing that's possible.
Nice.
I think Steve just, wants to feel whole and maybe just not made fun of.
Nice.
Okay, for what it's worth, like we are friends. I don't just dunk on you. It's not enmity.
Yes. Right. Good. I like that. I wonder if, too, as Steve starts seeing like more like lying and fighting, like how that will kind of influence there. Well, maybe I thought this is the best thing, but maybe this isn't the best thing. That'll be interesting. Okay. Nice. Very
It's
good.
like when you start a relationship.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, this is
That's
awesome.
the best thing. Oh, this is
Right.
real.
Not everything's perfect.
Yeah. You got zits and everything. It's amazing how that happens. All right.
It's the door open when they pee.
Okay, we can agree that neither of us does that, right?
Never.
Cool, tight.
Gross.
Yeah. I also think too, like especially since you're living in the dorms, like you do live in separate dorms.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. There can be sex, but there have to be some school norms
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
high schoolers who are
for sure.
underage. You're gonna have to sneak around for it, people. Come on. Makes it more
Ideally,
fun.
What's
yeah.
my stealth roll?
Yeah.
Freak.
Get the Nova.
I'm gonna roll my freak.
Okay, there you go.
Oh, that's for when you make the
Yeah.
stealth roll.
All right, very good.
Hey.
Hey.
All right, let's do blue cards again. Why don't we start with who hasn't gone first in this yet? So, Aabria, why don't you go first for blue card?
A leader in our location takes advantage of their position. Who is it, and what are they doing? How do we feel about the idea that, like, the principal of Hype High is aware of the deal with Idolon?
Yeah.
And,
Oh.
like, is kind of always, like, they're the one that knows that we know, and that if we somehow get outed, like, we'll have to leave Hype.
Yeah.
Like, we'll have to, like, completely remove ourselves from Gen Pop. So they always ride our ass about, like, walking the line.
And do they like ask us to do stuff?
Yeah, that's what I'm
sometimes, too?
thinking. Like,
Absolutely.
hey, academic decathlon is coming.
Yeah.
And
Oh, that'd be.
I don't want him to be, or her, or them to be corrupt. I
Right.
just want them to, like, always, like...
yeah, but it's high school administration. I mean, it kind of comes with the territory.
I can see there being, like, not necessarily flat out cheating, but I can
Yeah.
definitely see them, like, wanting,
Yeah. Well, I was picturing like, well, Nate, why don't you just help us put the bleachers out? Because you
Yeah.
can do that all by yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
it's
instead
the
of-
piddly shit.
Little
That, like,
thing.
I think that grates more.
Yeah.
I'm like, you could just, it's just a thing you can do.
yeah,
Fine.
exactly. Okay. Nice.
Hey, we have a what is it? An assembly.
Yeah.
So can you? Oh God, I'm not your fucking
You're the AV.
projector.
You're the AV card.
Yeah.
Someone selling drugs on campus. Yeah, okay, it's Chad.
Yeah, that's where I was
Leave
about
me
to
alone.
One of these three people dropped this weed.
Yeah.
Please help me
Yeah.
figure out which one it is.
It's him. Can I go back to class? I've never said this before, but I would rather be at class.
Nice.
Ah, you need
Okay.
a snitch.
Yeah.
Excellent.
like
Jason,
that.
what you got?
Lilo and Snitch.
Blue.
Blue.
There is a wise person in our location from whom people seek advice. Who are they? Let's see. A wise person in our location.
I've already used Steve and Kevin, so that's all the names
Right.
I got.
I wanted to. Who is it that has the like awesome English teacher? Is that
It's Aabria.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you had the teacher.
Oh,
who
yeah,
was
the
writ-
super
yeah.
nice-
inspiring? Would you mind if that's also the wise person in our location?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is that against the
No,
spirit
that's
of
fine.
Decuma?
No.
Okay. Just because that seems like a really cool character that I want to know more about. And so, what is their name?
You can come up with it. This is your question.
Okay.
I think I'm
Well-
going to come up with the names.
Oh,
I
all
have
right,
a
great.
thing I want to do for
Yeah.
the names.
Okay, so
Well, this
English
one's written
teacher.
down as Principal Jerkbutt, so that's what he gets to deal with.
Okay, fantastic.
Canon.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so not Aabria.
10.
10.
10's
10 day.
like English teacher / advisor is that we all sort of think that she
Yeah.
is wise. Yeah.
Nice. But she still does take. I want to make sure that we don't lose that she takes special interest in 10 day.
Well, yeah, like
Yeah.
we all think
They're
her
cool,
advisor is awesome.
Right.
Or, like,
I
I
mean,
think she's
10
nice to everyone, but she just, like, she said something very specific to me
Okay.
that resonated.
Yeah.
Can she be like your homeroom teacher? Like, for whatever
Yeah.
reason at High Pi, you can have 10th and 11th graders in the same homeroom. It's
For
fine.
sure.
yeah,
Yeah, she's
it's
like
efficient.
late 20s, early 30s. So
Yeah.
she still seems like just young
like one of
enough,
us.
but
Yeah.
we're also like, oh, she's so cool.
Yeah, definitely. She's, like, really pretty and super smart. She makes me want to learn.
What?
I think she's a villain. She's
Awesome.
a super villain.
Tappy, blue card.
Someone in our location is adverse to change. Who? Why is tradition important to them? I think that is the principle of the super school,
Okay.
because there are ways we do things. There are villains. There are heroes. Those two things
Oh, yeah.
are black and white. We do good things. We do not do bad things. There is no such thing as a bad thing that has a good outcome. There is no such thing as a good thing that has a bad outcome.
Wow. Okay.
Nifty. I like
I'm just
that.
gonna go like full on into that.
Nice.
And so yeah, you need, if you do hero stuff, you must be in costume, so people know you're a hero doing hero stuff.
Nice.
I like it.
Cool.
Very good. Cool. Emily, your last blue card, please.
Wait, did we do your purple?
Our location has a major
yet.
flaw.
Yeah.
Our location has a major flaw compared to other locations like it. What is that flaw? What's the name of the city?
Halcyon.
Halcyon.
Halcyon's built over a supervolcano.
Whoops.
Oh.
And like it's been dormant
Uh-huh.
for hundreds. It's like Yellowstone, dormant for hundreds of thousands of years. Probably not going to go up.
Maybe we're getting a little like geothermal energy out
Yeah,
of
and
it.
like that's maybe how.
Springs.
Yeah, that's maybe how we get some of the energy that.
Yep.
But yeah, there's
Beach episode.
this weapon that could destroy the hemisphere basically underneath the city.
Okay.
But it's fine. It's fine.
It's
great.
fun,
It's
fun.
all good.
We don't have world-class telekinetics flinging things around on top of it.
No, why would we do that?
That's fantastic.
Yeah, but hot springs, guys.
Yeah.
All right. Purple card. Each person of the group should pick one word to describe a positive aspect of their personality.
Of my personality?
No, your character's
Well, I'm Nate, but
Yes.
like no.
Yes, of Nate's personality. Jason, we know you're great.
I know you're great. Just a sincere compliment.
No.
Oh, he's turning red.
Yay.
Cannot absorb.
All right. We can go in any order for this. So if someone has a word already to describe a positive aspect of their personality. I think it's a good question because I feel like in teenage games it's easy for us to focus on the negative
Yeah.
aspects.
Compassionate.
Nice.
I think Nate is genuinely creative. Sort of musician, artist.
Mm-hmm.
Loyal.
Sam.
Trustworthy.
Nice.
Nice.
I like that.
It was my loyalty to you that got me turned into a noble also.
Whoops.
So,
So
fine.
who hasn't gone first yet?
I think we all
everyone's
have.
gone first, which makes no
sense.
That's not possible.
It's not possible.
I think
We've
Jason
done
has.
4
I'm
rounds.
flipping this.
Okay, Jason, go first.
We don't have to read a thing at the top or bottom?
We
No, we just did.
Yeah. You're fine.
Ignore me.
It's good.
I like this a lot. Our group doubts a well-known, trusted figure. Who are they, and why do we distrust them?
Nice.
What if we have a theory about one of the three? Because we heard that one of them is bad. We're like, it's definitely Superman.
Yep.
Because of that thing he did that one time. But we don't actually know for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But we've just decided we know which of the three it is.
Can a piece of art in like our little common room, like we flip it over and there's like the cork board with like red string? And we're like,
Yes.
yes! We've
Yeah.
developed this
Perfect.
because we're born teenagers.
So I don't know what that actual trinity looks like, but
I'll flesh that out. But yeah, we'll make sure that it's there because I want to spend some time on that.
yeah, I want to let you kind of name those figures. But one of them,
It will not be 2 dudes and a woman.
yeah,
Okay.
great.
Thank you. Can we get a personal color?
Yes.
Cool, thanks.
Yeah, 2 women and a horse.
No,
I don't want a horse.
I mean,
horse. It's 3 horses.
Oops, all horses. Well, the one horse is actually 3 horses.
I feel very attacked.
You should.
It's very on brand for me to have the horse team. I'm sorry.
The trinity.
Yeah.
The Trinity. Horse.
It's horses all the way down.
All the way. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay.
Okay, so
Attacked.
we got intel that one of the 3 has turned, and we've decided we know who it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 Nice.
Based on imperfect information
Nice.
that
It's
seems
very
fine
good.
to teenagers.
Yeah.
I also like the idea that you have your information too that is different than our information, have come to a different conclusion. But I don't know if you've mentioned that to us or not.
Incriminate you, Daddy.
I don't know if it has to be different.
Yeah.
They, like I mean, it can be. It's up to
I
you.
think we built off of what I heard, but I think that it's entirely possible that I have reached different conclusions.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I feel like if Clipspringer had suggested a suspicion, I just would have agreed.
Well,
Yeah, for sure.
here's,
Well, yeah.
here's
You're the
my
smart one.
here's my pitch, which is we've all decided it's just because we don't know who these people. We've all decided it's Superman. I know my dad and Wonder Woman were having an affair. You know, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, you know,
Okay.
something where I'm like, this person was connected to my dad, but I don't want to share this really painful thing
Oh,
about my
awesome.
dad.
Yeah.
That's
Nice.
juicy.
Oh,
That's the
that's
good
so
shit right
good.
there.
Yeah.
I like it. Also,
very
can
good.
we just go back to the Trinity, and I could say Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron. Thank you. I was just holding that in my heart,
Yay!
and I just needed to get it out. And
Can
it's
I
all your
shake
problem.
your hand?
Yeah.
Yes,
Are you,
thank
are
you,
you proud
thank
of
you.
yourself?
I'm so proud.
All right.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, I love that movie so much. I was way too old to watch that movie as much as I did.
Oh my god, I watched it so many times for like being not age appropriate
Yeah.
for it.
All right. Very good. All right. I don't know who.
Tappy, go.
Tappy, go. Purple.
It's like what line has the group already crossed? It's like, well, we've done a billion. Of
Whoops.
Yeah.
What is one line that no one in the group will cross?
Oh. I would not do a murder
Yeah, I mean,
on
I
purpose.
wouldn't do a murder. I'd do an oopsie.
I think that's already like kind of established in the fiction of the thing. Like, your
Yeah,
characters
maybe we
are not
need.
murderers.
Yeah, we need
Yeah,
another
that's-
thing.
yeah.
I want to do a different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Our group owes a large debt. What do we owe and to whom? Oh, I like that. It's the same on both of these. This is my favorite card.
Yeah.
I mean, is it somebody bad?
It's your call, man. This is your card.
Yeah.
Ah, but I'm just throwing things out. Like,
It can also be something like it can be a super thing like that. It can also be something super mundane.
Yeah.
Like maybe you got test answers. Like who knows? You know what I mean?
Can you read it again?
our group owes a large debt. What do we owe and to whom?
I mean, do we have to have like some extra outside of both of our high schools help to like fix an oopsie? Like maybe we outed ourselves and we had to ask Stella Rosa to fix it and not tell any of our teachers.
Maybe. There can also be, I mean, sorry, I know I'm not supposed to, I'm going to participate. Fuck it. There's someone, maybe you did something at school and there's another staff member or another kid who like saw it and helped you covered it up. Like not on purpose, but now there's another teacher or the custodian at school
So
who
now you
like,
would test me on this. We don't do murder, right? It's rude. Rude.
I
Do
mean,
like one.
Or mind wipes.
mind wipes.
Oh my god, that's a thing we could definitely try. Hey, Nate, are you busy?
What if like something really bad was happening? We didn't think that the cavalry was going to come, so like we contacted someone one or something, like something we're not, but like we got some extra dimensional radio or some shit like that, and called in some sort of cavalry that came in and fixed the thing right when like the big three were coming in.
Oh, like they didn't need to show up.
Like we didn't even need to do it, but now there's like some entity, or maybe it's like we call them the cavalry somehow to do something.
I like that.
And then like the adults are like, why did you even do that?
Yeah, maybe we were trying to get away with something without asking the adults for help.
Yeah.
Because we can take care of it, we can handle it, and then got in over our heads.
Yeah.
Whoops.
I like that. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Alien invasion.
Yeah, we can
No.
handle
We can
this
handle this.
Yeah.
and get all the credit.
No, we can't.
Yeah.
And then it turns out we can't.
Yes. I like that. Well-
So who did?
Yeah. I feel like, maybe there's a like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. type. I know there's one written into masks already, but like human thing like that. That's not really their purview.
Can it be Dirk Anger and the Agents of Hate?
No.
No. X.
If you come up with a really cool anagram that to you that's what it means, and it can be that. But something like that, where like they are generally in charge of like really big level threats.
Yeah.
But they're also super expensive, so the city spends a lot of money on them. So like you calling them in.
Yeah, what if it was Aegis?
Yeah, it could
Like,
be. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
we just absolutely overestimated. Like, well, we can't handle it, so it must be huge, and it was really piddly.
Yes.
Oh, we called 911 for a nothing thing.
Yeah.
Oops, you can't uncall them.
It's an alien
Self-SWAT.
invasion. And it's like, you know,
No. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
something
a
super.
rocket.
Yeah.
Sorry. That kid's just green, I think. I'm so sorry.
Nice.
But yeah, we owe Aegis a large debt, and they're like, hey, we fixed your thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
Are you guys having to do maybe like community service?
maybe.
Oh,
Yeah, and like Idolon knows that. Like Idolon
Yeah.
knows that
Yeah.
we have to like do
Yeah,
like thing for
100%.
Aegis.
Like-
Yeah.
Like they had to apologize to Aegis for you and
Oh.
like smooth it
oh
over.
no.
what if we got like Captain America duty, where we have to do like
Oh,
PSAs,
yeah,
like,
PSA
like
and
during his
videos
like
and
weird montage
Yeah.
of him being useless during World War II. It's
yeah,
like,
like
Doing the
Superhero-
thing.
Those are
live stream
great.
bullshit
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
what's up, fam?
Anti-drug
What if
campaigns.
we had to live stream us playing a role playing game?
Oh my
Yeah.
god. The
There's
worst.
literally nothing worse that you could do. I hate this nerd shit so much.
I'm imagining Steve going, okay, but this is happening?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we're just pretending it does. Okay,
So we're lying.
so we're lying.
Yeah. I keep
Why are
using-
you guys mad at each other?
keep using telekinesis to roll better. Like,
Yeah. Oh, that'd be good. So
I
good.
do the thing. That's the one phrase I say the whole time.
I feel like that's the thing you're gonna get random assignments randomly through
Yeah.
the campaign.
Yeah,
great.
perfect.
So
Yeah.
today you're doing this.
Yeah, I
And
love
it's,
that.
it's like, yeah, it's random stupid bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
For,
Yeah, that's hook
Yeah.
fodder.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Next, yes, Emily.
Ah. We've done enough things we failed to do.
We fail so much.
We fail upwards.
Failing, we're picky. I feel like because this is like you guys have all
Yeah.
played Decuma a
We've
whole
done this
bunch,
a lot.
so
Yeah.
you guys are very like picky about the cards you get.
I'm
That's good.
bored by that one.
Yeah,
That's the X card that I drew.
yeah.
And we have yes.
Answered it. Asked and answered.
It's one of the last cards. It's important. Yeah, we have come up with a lot of stuff already.
Yeah.
Okay. Everyone point to the character in the group they trust the least.
All right, so I'm gonna count to 3, and everybody has to do it at the same time. So think about it. Give me a thumbs up when you're
I'm
ready.
gonna close my eyes.
I'm going to close my eyes as well.
Yeah. I want
It's
it to be a
1, 2,
surprise.
3 point.
You ready?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Okay, 1, 2, 3 points. Oh.
Can we look?
Yeah, you should look.
I don't know why. Oh.
Oh, that makes sense. I like
I don't
it.
know why I got
So
pointed
let's
on
let's
that.
say it out loud. So Jason, who did you point at?
Myself.
Okay, Aabria, who did you point at?
Katie.
Okay. Emily, who did you point at?
10.
Okay. And who did you point at, Tappy?
10.
Okay, nice.
Just trying.
Yeah, it makes sense. Very good. All right, Aabria, you're a purple card.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite cards. I love that card.
Oh, I got temperance. Our group fought our way out of a serious situation. What was it and what happened?
Let's do this one, but let's make it mundane.
Yeah.
It has to be a mundane situation.
Yeah, it was not a super situation. You know what? There's a kid at the school whose powers, like, puberty triggers a lot of, like, students' powers. And there was a kid there that was, like, maybe a little young for their grade as a freshman, and whose powers, like, came out on the football field, like, during an assembly. Like, worst possible time for this to happen. And we kind of rallied to, like, stop them from overclocking without also trying to, like, out ourselves.
Oh, so we just did it as like kids.
Yeah.
Just, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like that.
We had to, because once again, like you said, our principle is like, if you're going to be a hero, you have to do it like in the costume. So like,
Right.
it was serious for a lot of reasons. Like we had to try to like do it while still maintaining the facade of being mundane. We didn't have access to like go put on our costumes, so we couldn't really like vamp in later. So.
But then your other principal wants you to like do all this stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So if someone else wants to tell how it all went down.
I think it just, I mean, all I know is it ended with me being like, what a halftime show.
Yeah.
What amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I can do the 1812 overture.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it was awesome. I don't know if we need to get into like the details of it, but just the fact that this happened, like, nice.
Yeah, maybe
Okay.
it'll come up as like, remember when we,
Yeah.
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 I do want you to come up with that kid's name, though.
Ramo.
Okay, put him on the thing. Did you have a card?
You have
Oh,
one.
okay, excellent. And the last card of Decuma. There is someone that everyone in our group cares about. Who is that person? So I think we talked about the teacher already.
Well, we look up to her for sure.
Yeah, but I think it needs to be someone like you guys have more, like, I'd like for you guys to come up with someone who is at Idolon Academy and maybe younger.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, say that one more time.
So there's someone in that everyone in our group cares about. Who is that person? I want you to come up with someone who's at Idolon Academy, but younger, in a younger age group than you guys.
Maybe it's somebody who's like still too out of control to go to regular school, so they can only be at Idolon for now until they like figure out how to control their shit.
Yeah.
Can I make a pitch?
Yeah.
Like a 9-year-old girl whose powers are out of control. She sees her parents once a month, maybe. She's just here. There's not a lot of other kids that age here. She doesn't have a lot of friends. She's very sort of walking that line of like, you know, she could easily become, like really sink into herself and become more troubled and disturbed.
Yeah.
And somehow we ended up taking her under our wing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I like that a lot.
Here comes books.
Yeah.
Do we do the thing where like no matter like what level of like interpersonal turmoil we have, we like shut it down?
Oh,
whenever
yeah.
This little
Oh, yeah.
rolls
Yeah, yeah.
around?
If she turns up, it's
yeah.
like
We're good.
we're on
Yeah.
point
She's
now.
the one that locks us in. It's
Yeah.
not a self-regulated.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like that very much. Awesome. All right. Well, I think that
Dusty psychic and knows.
Does she have a name?
Do you want me to name her? 'Cause I
you
will.
can name her. I just want to name the adults.
Okay.
Stupid naming
Her
convention.
name is Susie Whitaker, and she has snow powers, so everybody calls her Susie Snowflake.
Aww.
She doesn't like
Write
it, but
it down.
Yeah. Add it to the map.
You call her Susie Sue.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh man, what if she came in like at the pinnacle of like the kiss debacle? And like instead of us being able to work it out right away, we all had to like just hang out and watch a movie with Susie.
Oh yeah, like right
Yeah,
after.
it was like,
Oh,
hey
that's so good.
Susie. Oh, you want to watch The Last Unicorn again? Cool, let's all do that today on this couch.
Yeah. Don't go.
Awesome. Very good. So I think that like helped us a lot. We're also going to continue to do stuff on Slack this week.
Yeah.
For the actual campaign, we're taking off next week, and then we're going to start after that, and we'll actually be here every Wednesday.
Did we know that and I just didn't read the Slack?
Yeah.
Cool, tight.
It's all good. But after that, we're going to play every Wednesday. We're going to see how long we can live survive that. It'll be fine. So we will have X cards on the table always. This week I'm going to share an anonymous Google Docs that has lines and veils that you can add. And since it's anonymous, when you add stuff, it's not like a normal Google Doc where you see who added what.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I do it anonymously, so you can add whatever. So we'll also be using that for this game. So we have lots of safety tools in place and such things.
Nice.
Very excited about this campaign. And yeah, I'll go through, the other reason we're taking next week off is so I can go through and really like name everything and like make everything super complicated for you all and plan.
Tight, yeah.
So then you can throw it all out the window first session.
Yeah.
It'll be fantastic.
Hot springs.
Hot springs.
We detonate the volcano and just hang out. We make Susie make us hot springs all the time.
All the time. Nice. All right. Any last questions, comments? Anything?
Why don't you trust me?
I think we did a good job.
Yeah, that was very good. I'm very excited
was
about
fun.
this. Yeah, and I'm excited. And again, like I just want to make sure that we have like conflict, but like a core. Like you guys are family together. So
Yeah.
very exciting. All right. So yeah, tune into this game. Not next week, but the Wednesday after that.
And
so
then Forever Wednesday.
Forever Wednesday.
Forever
So in 2
Wednesday.
weeks. 2 weeks. And you can check out happyjacks.org/schedule for all the other games that are running on our channel. Other stuff to plug.
I'm doing this show.
Yeah, nice.
You should watch it
Me too.
and or listen to it.
Yes.
I always can plug things, but
Okay.
go
Yeah,
for
do
it.
it. Plug the things.
don't just look at my Twitter. Like the pinned tweet is like all the
All this
dumb
stuff.
bullshit
Okay.
I do.
Okay. So say it out loud for the people who are listening at home.
The Twitter is TVOTI Tivoti.
Very good.
Nice. Well, I don't have a pin tweet, so I have to stay my stuff. I'm
You have
sorry.
all the things. That's okay.
Yeah. You can catch me on Mondays and Fridays on Hyper RPG, and on Tuesdays on Saving Throw Show, running a Pirates 5th Edition game, and on 12-Sided Stories, we're doing Vampire the Masquerade game called In Quiet Blood. That's super fun.
What day is that?
I don't know.
Oh, right.
I don't
You record
not a
it and then you
live
release
stream.
it on podcast.
My God, I have no
And
idea.
that's being and the storyteller for that game is Mac.
Yeah.
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 It's so good.
So
It's
Mac's
so
running
good.
that game. Yeah. It's super.
Yeah, and Terry's in it too.
Yeah.
I'm running a Shadowrun campaign here on
Yes,
Happy Jacks
you are.
every other Monday, and opposite that on Mondays we're about to start up Dave's After the Flood game, which is loosely continuing the story of the Insert Coin crew. But
It's not. It's definitely a sequel with like the same cast.
yeah, but you don't have to watch Insert
No, no, no.
Coin to like get what's happening.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
also I made a game called Demigods. I guess, yeah, look at my Twitter. It's there.
What's your Twitter? Say it out loud for the podcast listeners at home.
It's probably okay.
That's
Is it
actually
OKAY or just OK?
Just the letters okay.
Okay.
Like Oklahoma, but
Yeah.
it isn't probably
Okay.
Oklahoma.
Yeah.
The rest of it.
Oscar Kilo.
All right.
Yep.
Awesome. Thank you guys. And yeah, we will see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
The preceding program has been a presentation of the Angry Folk Media Empire.